And that was the third time we got syphilis.
And we're live, and you fucked up my fucking opening. God damn it, Farty. Fucking Australians. Oh, you guys gotta be ass backwards on everything. Even your toilets don't flush right. Anyway, welcome to I Drink and I Know Things. Tonight we are talking Star Trek. We could talk a little bit about the series as a whole, but I want to begin with, all right, Data dies in the last movie. Rumor is they're bringing back, the actor, what is his name? Brett Spiner?
Brett Spiner.
Yeah. So they're bringing him back in for a guest role on the Picard series. Is he going to be B4, or are they just going to retcon that movie and bring back Data?
He'd have to. Well, if they retcon the movie, well, then what I was going to say is absolutely, beyond the point. But that's what I was going to say. But at the end of that movie, didn't they basically just start teaching out that other copy of Data?
Yeah, they basically did. There was like a Data 2.0 or something.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the Data 0.7, right? Because this B4 model was not as powerful as Data in any way at all.
Well, it wasn't a B4 model. I think, if I remember rightly, it was created by obviously Data's fucking mental counterpart or something.
What was B4 created by Lore? I don't remember that. I thought he was created by Soong. Oh, we're talking Star Trek, so the great Irishman will grace us with his omnipotent presence.
How are you doing? No, talking about Brent Spiner, have you ever seen his fucking stalker? He has a stalker. Brent Spiner has a stalker, and she's fucking mental.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll find a YouTube channel and watch it later. It's fucking glorious. Some of the shit she comes out with, she's absolutely fucking nuts.
Yeah, I have to. First, I'd like to say hello to everyone. Second, I saw the title of the stream and had to jump in. And third, holy fuck, Hyper. I always imagined you as some 50-year-old guy from Yorkshire with a cap and all, and, and a beard. And you're
and fat, right?
Yeah,
and fat.
I'm fat, yeah. No, I'm just a skinny fucking metalhead.
I don't know why. I think it's the voice. He just sounds like he's like bigger than he really is. I don't know.
That's just the fucking smoking, mate. That's the
fucking But yeah, so word is around the campfire there, voice, is they're gonna bring back gosh, I keep forgetting his name, Brett Spiner, to reprise his role as either B4 or Data. They're gonna retcon it, aren't they, and make him Data? Because B4 wasn't up to par with Data, right?
No, well, B4 was put together from bits in Nemesis, what? I mean, come on, like Brent Spiner's like, in his 60s now. He's overweight. How the fuck would they ever bring him back?
I don't know. Didn't they edit in freaking Princess Leia after she died in the Star Wars? So just I don't know, CGI his beer belly away. I don't know.
I think I don't think CBS has the money to do a lot of CGI, considering that from all reports, Picard's going to have quite a lot of green screen.
Wait. So this is pretty much a YouTube production of fucking Picard?
From what I've heard, yes. Apparently, considering, again, this is just from, numerous sources like Doomcock and Nerdrotic and stuff, but apparently Amazon only give them 50 or 60% of what they wanted for the show. So yeah, there's a lot of cuts being made.
Well, and none of those cuts are going to Patrick Stewart's paycheck. You can guarantee that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, Patrick Stewart is geriatric. Why not bring back a geriatric Data? Even in All Good Things, Data had the gray streak in his hair or whatever. I mean,
No,
he could
he
have
dyed that
himself.
himself, man. He didn't get grey. He dyed it himself to look more distinguished.
True, you are right. But I don't know. A lot of makeup.
Maud, are you still fooling yourself into thinking this is going to be a good show?
Yes. Don't take this away from me.
As J.J. Abrams said, sometimes you just have to, or was it Luke Skywalker's character? Sometimes you have to let things die. Star Trek is dead, old boy. I say that as a Trekkie.
You know, instead of bringing back Brent, they should bring back Michael Dorn, right? They could bring back Worf. He wanted to do a whole series about Worf. I say you use the Picard series to springboard the Worf series. So you go Picard 2 seasons, Worf 2 seasons, Star Trek Titan 2 seasons. You see where I'm going here?
No, have you? I'm sorry, but too many years have passed. I mean, Michael Dorn now has lost like half his muscle mass. I mean, he wouldn't work as a Klingon. And as for Riker, I mean, if you saw,
well, real quick, please, I want to stick with Worf for a second because Michael Dorn was pitching that show as recent as 3 years ago, from what I read. So he is still interested in reprising Worf. Let him do it.
Yeah, I wonder why he's interested in reprising Worf. Could we name the programs he's been in lately?
Fair enough. All right.
And Jonathan Frakes is another guy who's, I mean, if you want to watch, you know, really old versions of your heroes, I don't understand that. You know, I mean, we had our TNG. They should have just left it the fact alone.
Well, the thing is, though, I've read some of the Titan books, and there's a good story to be had here. Now, what I would do is I would placate the fans like MC and you, and Deanna Troi dies in the first episode in a transporter accident. Bam, she's out off the board. All right, so there you go. You guys get what you want, and at least the first episode will get very, very loving reviews.
No, I think if you're going to do a series with the Riker on the Titan, you'd actually have to recast Riker. Because, like, at this point in time,
is there another actor that looks like Jonathan Frakes, though? Because I can't think of one.
I think there's a ton of them. I mean, all they have to do is grow a beard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, season 1 Riker had no beard, but fair play.
I think Deanna Troi should die in every episode.
Just bring her back to kill her again for Batman.
Yeah, there's a weird transport loop that they can't get rid of, and she keeps reappearing on the transporter pad and dying.
Yeah, they do over in fucking the Saudi Arabian version. You read my mind. You're rich. Fucking head falls off.
Well, no, and Batman. So what got us talking about these other series that I brought up? Because I think it is an idea, and I want to kind of argue this out a little bit more with voice. Especially the Titan idea, because you can have a captain isn't necessarily jogging 3 miles a day, bro. You can have a beer belly.
They wouldn't if they made another Star Trek show now. Be like Picard, they won't set it in the canonical universe, they set in what they call the Prime Universe, which is a sick combination of the Jar Jar Abrams universe and Star Trek Lack of Discovery universe.
Okay, you guys talk back and forth real quick. My twins are being quiet in the back room. I gotta go check on them, guys. So can you guys continue the conversation for me? I'll
You
be
know,
right
you know why his twins have gone quiet, don't you? It's because they've discovered that their father's actually a Dodgers fan, and they're just shocked and horrified.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever. They wear my Dodgers hat all the time. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Go ahead. But no, the idea of
I think-
so my idea would be this: you do Picard for 2 seasons, then in the middle of the second season, you introduce Worf again. Bam, you
Why?
do the Worf series 2 seasons,
Why?
and then bam, you go into Titan.
Why reintroduce Worf? Why reintroduce any of the old characters? Go ahead, voice. You're about to say something.
No, I'm just thinking, like, there's no reason to bring up any old characters.
There
We
isn't.
don't need them. Let's just set it 5 years after Nemesis and have, like Admiral Janeway, heave off the new ship or something,
Go on, smash the bottle against it.
Well, I'd rather she smashed herself against it at this point, but
Well, you see the size of it these days, you'd probably capsize it.
yeah, I know.
You know what
What
they
I
need to do? If they actually made a new Star Trek show and it was like set in the decent universe, not the bad copies that we've got now, they want to try and bring back something of the original series where they actually were going out into the unknown. Because
Yeah.
let's face it, Next Generation, they weren't. They were just having a pleasure cruise, really. DS9, everything was explored there as well. Good show, but yeah, they want another 5-year mission story where they're going off and they're exploring strange new worlds.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That's what a new one should be.
I've got a good one they could do. Is 5-year mystery of exploring the actor who plays Data's fucking stalker's brain. That'd be interesting.
Is what?
The actor who plays Data actually has a stalker, and he has like a restraining order against this woman because
Yeah.
she's fucking batshit crazy.
No, didn't know that was you there, Hyper.
No, it's this woman called what's it fucking name?
No, I mean the camera and everything.
Oh, the camera. Yeah. This is my fucking ugly mug. But
I
no,
like to be insulting, but I'm not going to be.
that's fine. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
No, the actor who plays Data's got a fucking stalker called Gail Cord Schuler,
Yeah.
and she's fucking batshit crazy. She has her own YouTube channel, and she talks about Brett Spiner's perfect penis. That's all fucking shit.
And if you say anything about to him in a convention, he will walk away from you.
He will do.
And he will also block you on Twitter if you tweet anything about her to him. And I don't blame him. She's
I don't
apparently
blame
quite
him.
scary.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen some of her? You should watch her YouTube stuff. This one mentally unhinged.
They've had it on Shitloads Anonymous before.
Yeah, she's like she's on Seroquel, which is a fucking antipsychotic used for treating like bipolar or schizophrenia, shit like that.
Yeah, she really needs one of those cool jackets that ties it. Yeah, the sleeves tight at the back.
Yeah, and a padded cell.
Yeah, well, you mean like basically an Australian house?
Yeah.
Well, no, and you guys can get back to the stalker. I want to read the chat real quick. Jamie Patterson. They should have done a follow-up to Voyager. All that data on left on the Delta place. Or all the data on the Delta quadrant. Yeah, they could have did something with that. I'm not a big fan of Voyager. I think Janeway is an evil bitch, but that's just my opinion. Well, mine or Reloaded's, Anti-Trekker, and quite a few other people's opinion, but still.
It's blatantly obvious they were trying to make a female Kirk with Janeway, and they almost succeeded. But a Kirk type character just doesn't work in the Next Generation setting.
No, it doesn't really.
And the other thing I noticed about the Next Generation onwards, they get the Prime Directive wrong. Yeah, the Prime Directive says you don't interfere in the natural evolution of a civilization. But that doesn't mean you stand by and let it die because of, say, an asteroid's about to hit the planet or something daft.
Well, you know what's interesting is they could do a series. I have a book on my bookshelf. It's Tales from the Dominion War, and it goes into the conquering of Beta Z, and it goes into all these other battles that happen off screen in DS9.
Mod.
Turn that into a show.
They're not going to give you a show just because you want to see naked Betazoids. I'm sorry.
You know what they should do? There's one of the original series ones which they could actually make an entire show out of. You remember a piece of the action? The planet was called Sigma Iosha 4, where the culture had been corrupted by a book about Chicago mobs of the 20s. Basically, a gangster planet.
That was funny.
Yeah, and McCoy had accidentally left his communicator, which they would take apart and learn how it works. They should actually do one where these gangsters have gotten into space.
You know what I want to do a petition of? And Voice is going to hate me right now as soon as I say it. I want a season 5 of Enterprise.
Like, season 4 was actually pretty decent, so why not?
No. I'm sorry, but you're both fucking wrong. Come on.
I quite enjoyed Enterprise. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't amazing, but it was all right.
There's another one that could do, set it in the original series era, right? But set it aboard a starship that's mutinied in the Mirror Universe.
You know, a whole Mirror Universe series, if they came out and said, hey, look, guys, look, this is Mirror Universe. This is right after the Cisco from that universe came over and messed everything up. This is what we're doing. All right?
Yeah.
Do it in the original series.
The only people who want the Mirror Universe are people who want to see Kira in black leather again.
That wasn't a horrible sight.
Yeah, but it wasn't as good as Uhura in that bikini.
Oh, it's not as good as Seven 9 in the skin tight fucking costume
62.
show as well.
Yeah, well,
Am I the only one? Am I the only one? Batman, am I the only one here that wants to count Jadzia Dax's spots? I'm just saying. I just want to count them once, maybe twice.
Yes, you are. I don't like.
Oh, you can't like the other Dax. You don't like freaking Esri, right?
I think they were both pretty hot, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I'd dig both of them. I'll dig both of them a good dicking.
Yeah.
And the wee one is nice and petite. You could, bend her around quite a lot.
No, Jadzia would put up a fight. She's fun.
No, she's a hardcore feminist in real life.
Yeah. Well, so was the character.
Yeah, but Worf put her in line, so
He did. He did.
Can you remember the wedding ceremony where they did the bit about the first Klingon and he grew weak because he was alone. Then the gods made the female Klingon who was stronger than him. That was apparently Terry Farrell's idea.
Actually, I want to address the chat. Jamie Patterson. I still can't believe they killed off Jadzia. They didn't tell the actress that they were gonna fire her until they fucking wrote that. It was really messed up. She cried. The cast was mad. It was a horrible situation.
Where did you hear that? Where did you hear that, Mod? Because I've actually read it in her own words that she quit because she went off to do Becker.
I saw that in some some freaking interview they did. I think it was
I remember reading
on YouTube. It was an interview with some of the other actors and producer, the one that did the DS9 documentary here recently.
I remember reading that Terry Farrell wasn't that well liked by the cast of DS9. She wasn't that well liked by the cast in Becker as well because she got replaced in that as well.
Interesting, because I heard she was well liked, and actually, the guy that plays Cisco was the one where you had to call him Mr. This and Mr. That. He wasn't like laid back, and it wasn't like the cast. Avery Brooks. When Colin Meeks came from TNG over to DS9, I saw an interview where he later on, obviously, said, it was different because I went from TNG where everybody's like family to DS9 to where you had to call, Mr. Brooks, and like you couldn't even really approach Avery with that, without
Yeah.
walking on eggshells.
Apparently, Erin Brooks has got a reputation of being a bit whoppy. Yes, only the British people know what I just said there.
Well, no, I'm guessing you mean he's kind of like schizo a little bit. Like,
He's a nutter.
Yeah, okay.
But one good thing about him is he doesn't like the loony left, apparently.
I know I remember seeing he was at a con one time and someone asked him, what does it feel like to be a black captain? And he turned around and says, I couldn't tell you. I only know what it's like to be a captain. And I thought that was a brilliant fucking answer.
No.
Yeah, very much like, very much like Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, this is the same actor.
Stop talking about it.
This is the same actor who took the role on American History X. All right, so the racial area, he isn't he's not shy to go into that. And actually, I guess it was his idea to make Cisco all freaking insane about going to the Hollow Suite, to what's his name? God damn it. The Vegas guy, the guy, the one that's always singing. Yeah, when Cisco's like, do you know that there was still actually there wasn't segregation in Nevada, by the way, but
apparently that hologram, the singer Vic Fontaine, apparently sometimes that wasn't a hologram, it was an Organian in disguise.
I saw, is that Lore Reloaded did that, right?
Yeah. It's a clever idea, though.
Yeah, no, I like that video. I saw that yesterday. That was pretty good. Yeah. He put a lot of thought into that to make these outrageous connections.
What I want to know, talking about the Organians, is did they ever have any interaction with the Q? And if so, what was the results? Because they seem to be on a par power-wise, don't they?
Yeah. Okay, here's a question, Voice. Who's the better captain? Picard or Cisco after he makes captain, of course, because he starts off as a commander. I'm not stupid. I know my Trek.
That's easy. Kirk.
No, if it's only between those two captains and no other captains, it would have to be Cisco because he's willing to do what needs to be done. I mean, just that episode, let's see if I can remember it.
Are you talking about the one where he kills the whole Maquis planet and makes them evacuate all to hunt down Mr. Eddington? One man.
No, it's the one where he's explaining.
He's a war criminal. I'm with Lore. He's a war criminal.
No, it's the one where he's explaining with Garrick. He brought in the Romulans in the war.
In the Pale Moonlight, the best DS9 episode ever.
That's
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, let's face it, Jellicoe was a better captain than Picard.
No, dude, I think Picard. I think Archer is better than Picard. I don't think Picard could have done Archer's job. I don't think he could have. I don't think Picard could have ran
an idiot.
Like Archer. No,
Archer was a fucking. He's on a deep space. He's on a deep space. Hold on. No. Real quick. Picard. Archer's on a deep space mission, right? Yeah, Strange New Worlds and all that. What does he do? He brings his fucking dog with him. I mean, what the fuck? He's supposed to be a scientist, right? That's one of the things which a Starfleet officer is a scientist. And he should know about contaminating animals, contaminating other fucking ecospheres. So what does he do? The first fucking planet is set down on, he lets the dog off the leash to have a run about. Like, fucking hell. No wonder Paul was always in a bad mood.
Okay. First off, you're going to be gone for 5 years. I'm not leaving my dog either. All right. Second, they should have said, don't let your dog pee on that sacred tree. All right. He had no fault whatsoever. And T'Pol is a raging cunt.
Yeah, but it's a raging cunt. You wouldn't mind really calming down a bit or getting even more excited.
I just want to put some of that decontamination gel on her. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even know. Hoshi was not. I liked Hoshi apart from she had superpowers.
You what?
Hoshi, she had superpowers.
What superpower did you have?
Well, she could hear an alien language, right? That's never been heard by human ears before. And after like 2 sentences, she can understand it. She was quicker than the fucking universal translator.
Well, maybe
no-
she was just autistic.
And there was that episode where her and Trip had that alien fucking thing, and they were in decontamination. Oh, sorry, in quarantine. And she feverish. Her mind's not working properly, right? But she figures out the fucking the lockout code so she can escape from isolation.
Yeah, I think that was just a plot device.
Yeah.
You know, the only problem I had with Hoshi was that in the later seasons, they did nothing with her character.
They did in the Mirror Universe episode. She was bloody hot in that.
Yeah, but
I agree. Yeah.
for
the only
most
thing-
of it, she got nothing.
The only thing about the Mirror Universe episode that I disagree with is when she poisoned Archer. The black, I keep getting his name, the black guy who was the security officer. As soon as Archer said,
Wait. The security officer was the British guy.
no,
Yeah,
The black guy was a pilot.
yeah, the pilot. But he
Travis.
in the Mirror Universe, he was a security officer. That's why he was wearing the red shirt, if you remember. But
I don't remember the Mirror Universe
because
episode now that you
she poisoned Archer, right? Then she ran into his arms. Now, this being the Mirror Universe, he would have seen his chance and snapped her neck.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody isn't necessarily goatee wearing baddies in the Mirror Universe.
They
but
kind
they-
of are. That's the entire point of it. That's
that
the culture they've been brought
in
in.
TOS, yeah, that's where the term came from. I get it.
That's the
but-
culture. No, that's the culture they've been brought up in. They're not necessarily evil, but they're definitely out for themselves and extremely amoral. Yeah, if they can get ahead by killing you, they will kill you. It's nothing personal, just the way things are.
Other than that crazy freaking I can't remember her name now. The Bajoran bitch. She was a nutter in freaking in the Mirror Universe.
Oh, Kira.
Yeah, Kira, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily the Mirror Universe that the mainstream Kirk encountered. That could be an alternate Mirror Universe. There'll be as
Yeah,
many
they
Mirror
never go
Universes
into
as
that.
there'll be as many versions of the Mirror Universe as there are the mainstream universe.
Explain to you in a very succinct way, just simply by season 1 of Sliders.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think a season 5 of Enterprise would really do it good because you got a retcon that last episode. You got
Yep.
Riker there watching it in a fuck. No.
I've got this song going through my head right now. Yeah, Shirati, 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 Shirati.
I don't think she even liked Star Trek. What are you doing here? Did you bring me a sandwich?
Actually, I have seen almost every episode. I just don't remember it.
Well, usually they go to some planet, they mess something up, and then they resolve it within the first hour. So you're not missing much.
That's basically every TV show ever, apart from the go to some planet bit.
Yeah, or they just like Game of Thrones and leave somebody rowing for 5 seasons. But hey,
Yeah,
That's
but
a
they're
different
supposed to
category.
follow those rules, and they never do.
I still like how Captain Jellicoe kicked Deanna Troi off the bridge and made her wear an actual uniform.
that was funny. Yeah, he's like,
That's one of the
"Does
reasons why.
Picard just let you?"
Wait, did you just say
No.
some bitch got naked? Is that why Dodge likes Deanna Troy so much?
Yes, this is why George likes Deanna Troi so much. He's never seen.
There is
He's never really seen a woman naked before. His wife makes him turn the light off before anything happens.
Ha ha ha, Batman.
That's why he has so many kids.
Yep. Well,
Then again, if I was
let's
Maud's
face
wife,
it.
I'd make him turn the light off too.
Let's face it, Shratty. I mean, it is vaguely shaped like a baseball bat. So every time he tries to put a rubber on it, it's a swing and a miss.
So was that.
Yeah, it kind of was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was wondering if we had an applause light. That way you can get some applause. But
Yeah.
nope, we don't
Yeah.
have one.
I really had a Dodgers moment there, didn't I?
One of these days, you'll actually learn something about baseball and realize just how
The
dumb
Red
these
Sox
jokes
/ Green Bay Packers moment, but
are. But no, all right. So I want to see them retcon that last episode of season 4 where they got told, 2 weeks before, hey, we're canceling you, and they're like, fuck, what do we do? No, let's not do that. Let's give them a season 5 to properly wrap it up. Wouldn't that be better, Voice? I mean, come on. Like, think about Stargate Universe. How about we wrap that show up too, right? It's just left hanging also.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad show. I mean, the
so
biggest
many
difference-
innuendos in everything you boys say.
the biggest thing about Stargate Universe was that in SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis, every member of the cast is basically a paragon. They're the best in their field. In Stargate Universe, these were the other guys, the ordinary lot.
Yeah, they weren't even supposed to be there. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I liked. And that fat fucking hacker kid, like, just randomly pulled from his house and sent there. That's fucking great, dude. That's great. It had flashbacks of that movie. God damn it, the one where you play the video game and then you're recruited by an alien race. The Last Starfighter.
That Starfighter. Oh God, I only watched that a couple of months ago. Again, brilliant film.
Yeah, it had some of the same beats. I liked it. It was really good. And then they canceled it way too soon.
That's
What did
because
sci-fi
they-
Wasn't that a video game too?
The Last Starfighter?
No,
It was a film.
Yeah.
It was a
was a
movie. It
film.
wasn't a TV series.
No,
it's a
I
video
think
game.
I think there was a video
was a
game
video-
too.
Yeah,
was
there
a
probably was a
video
game
game.
with it.
in the film. I don't know if there was an actual video game. Although it wouldn't surprise us, to be perfectly honest, what with merchandising and that.
Let's get to merchandising, because then we're right back to the Picard series. All right, Voice.
Yeah, there was a video game in that with it.
Oh, there was?
Yep.
Oh, that's all right. So, Voice. I've talked to one of the guys from Midnight's Edge before a couple times on stream. And they seem to really, have sources and be legit. I'm not doubting them. But is this all a merchandising issue? Is there really the 25% difference clause? What's going on here? From us, we're outsiders. I ain't got no contacts up in that bitch. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they're pulling it out of their ass. Who's to say? What do you think?
No, it is true. It has to be different because as they explained that basically the TV rights are CBS, the film rights are
Paramount.
Paramount, and
The original series rights belong to somebody else entirely.
yeah, and the problem here is that no one is going to buy any merchandise. I mean, the only merchandise there is for STD is like one-off things where they actually take orders and they don't make it until they get enough orders. And it's like serious, silly money to get something.
Mhm.
No one wants to buy it, so there's never going to be any merchandising for STD. And that's one of the problems with Picard, because it's going to be different again, which is why no merchandisers have signed on to it either.
But
Yeah.
this is where I think they're jumping the shark. Not CBS this time, the merchandisers. This is why. Follow with me here. It is set after the events of the movies. It is set in the future. Finally, we, the fans, are getting what we've wanted for 20 years. That being said, of course it's going to be different. Of course it's going to look better. Of course it is. So the merchandise would be right on par with what you would expect in a series set after the events of Nemesis.
I told you this before. You're not getting the card. You're getting a version of Picard, but this is not TNG.
Nope.
This is a bastardized version of it's somewhere between the Calvin timeline and the STD timeline.
Yeah. The Prime universe, which they're talking at the moment, is not the canonical universe.
What happens when the now president of CBS gets her way and she merges back with Paramount and all the rights go to a single license?
They'll retcon that's easy. They'll retcon everything in Star Trek so that Kirk was a woman.
But you guys aren't getting what I'm saying, though, about the fact that it would look different. So the merchandisers should be willing to at least give it a shot, right? What about Amazon producing the merchandise, considering they bought the international rights to the show and they can sell it right from their own site? They already create merchandise.
Which show?
Picard. They bought the rights internationally to Picard.
Yes, Amazon bought the rights to a show which Netflix wouldn't touch with a 10-foot barge pole.
And they got it at a discount rate. No merchandiser is ever going to make anything unless, it's going to be at least half a season or a full season of Picard before they get to see the viewing numbers. And if there isn't any viewing numbers, if all the critics say it's a load of shite, they'll not touch it. Because
sorry, go ahead, voice. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, sir.
I was going to say, let's face it.
Just to step on your toes there for a second, they bought the Dark Crystal and did a prequel TV series. They bought the rights and are doing a prequel TV series and are going to put it out on Netflix.
I don't want a prequel. The past of the Dark Crystal is mysterious. That's what makes it interesting. You explain it, you get rid of the mystery, you get rid of the interesting bit. But what I was going to say about Picard is, if you've seen the trailers, all he needs is a pair of spectacles, and he looks like Hans Moleman from The Simpsons. Kind of acts like him too.
No, I kind of see. Me and Voice dissected the trailer on air. I think maybe you showed up, Batman. I don't remember. You've been gone for a little while, so I don't think you did.
Dooku.
Yeah, it was Doku. Yeah, but CBS actually never flagged me, and CBS goes after people, so we lucked out on that one, boys. But no, the thing is, I expected a trailer like that. It harkens back to all good things. It's bringing the nostalgia back. It's getting you ready to see your favorite captain again.
I'm sorry, but all that trailer said to me was that, Picard's trying to sell wine. CBS is going to have a new wine list. There was nothing in it that told me what the series is going to be about.
It wasn't supposed to. It was a teaser.
Well, what's the point of a teaser that doesn't actually tease?
Yeah.
So I ended up showing up part of the way through it, and all that thing showed was some dude walking through a wine or a grape growing area. Yeah, that thing. Thanks. Anyways, and some wine with Jean-Luc Picard on the bottle. So that trailer was shit, which makes me really unhappy that I actually remember it.
I don't blame you at all.
All right, so Hyper, you've been quiet for a little bit, man. Did you see the Picard trailer? Your thoughts?
No, I haven't actually watched it, to be fair.
I don't want to try my luck twice in a row with CBS, so I'm not going to pull it up, although I kind of want to, but CBS can really nail you, so.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they don't balls it up, but
Of course, they'll balls it up. I
yeah,
think,
like
it's
most
set-
things, they fuck everything up.
I think it's set in the same universe as STD.
I don't think it is. I have to disagree. They say
all the indicators say it
explicitly
is.
that it's not. They say explicitly that the destruction of Romulus did happen. Now, if it did happen, then the timeline would
That means it's
continue
a-
with Romulus messing up. When Spock goes back and 09 happens, that creates a new
There's a
timeline. It
hamster in
doesn't
the chat.
affect the car.
That's bollocks. If the destruction of Romulus happened, that means it's not in the canonical universe because time doesn't work like that.
It
yeah,
does. The bubble theory.
If
It's
you
called
look at the Jar Jar Abrams' first movie, the USS Kelvin was more advanced than anything in the original series. Everything in Star Trek from really Jar Jar Abrams is more advanced than the original series. In fact, more advanced than the Next Generation. It can't be it can't be the same quantum reality. It's got to have always been a distinct and separate universe. It always existed. Spock going back in time didn't create it.
Okay, then why did our timeline Spock end up there and then disappear?
Who says it's our timeline, Spock? Even the design design of the stupid little ship he was in has got nothing to do with anything that's come from even the Next Generation or after.
Yeah, but we're talking about a movie that was set after Nemesis, which is
Yeah,
the
it
last
doesn't matter.
movie.
The design ethics and specifications of that ship that Spock was in, and especially of that very Romulan mining vessel, have got nothing to do with anything that's come from the canonical universe. Therefore, they can't have come from. That's not our Spock. That's a Spock.
You know you're killing me right now, right?
I don't care.
You're just murdering me slowly, Batman. I thought Batman didn't murder people.
I'm not murdering you. I'm just pointing out the
And
fact.
Batman did kill people if you
Yes.
actually paid attention to the comics.
Yep. Even in recent comics, Batman will kill when necessary. And I'm sorry, but now it's necessary. I'm surprised Voice isn't arguing me down or agreeing with me here.
What my hopes and dreams do to piss you off? God damn it!
No, think about it. There's no way in hell that the Abrams universe is an offshoot of the Prime universe because it just doesn't fit. None of it fits at all.
It does if you think about the multiverse theory, where when you go
The
through
multiverse theory says that there are separate universes. Each one is independent. It's not created by a branch off of the other universe. That's branch
kind of is.
time.
Okay, so
Branch
the theory,
time is different to
the
alternate
theory,
universes.
breaking it down to its most simplistic form, is this: I am sitting right here at my desk right now. In one universe, I walked out my door 2 hours ago and went hitchhiking. In another,
Yeah.
I did something else. Every decision that I could ever entirely make has already happened in a separate universe.
Yes.
Therefore, Spock jumping timelines.
You've just
Is
answered.
it
You've just validated my own comment there. Every decision that could possibly be made has been made in a different universe. The universe
Which
was
is
there.
what
The different
Trump do.
universe was there to begin with. Yet the decision
enough.
being made did not create it. It was always there.
Oh,
Which is also
I think we're arguing past each other.
It's also why the design ethics, aesthetics in the Abrams universe, from the pre-Kirk era onwards, are completely different to what they were in the canonical TV shows. The designs of the ship, the designs of the uniform, everything.
Do you think they're going to put out of Star Trek 4? Chris Pine and Hemsworth both walked away.
All right,
Yeah.
since everybody is ignoring the chat, and I've already said it once. There's a hamster in the chat who already said something to you, Batman, which you obviously ignored. And then he goes, "Hey guys, Romulus and Remus, the
Yeah, it
founders
was.
of Vulcan." He said hi to me because I said hi to him. It was Captain Pike who started it all. Everyone loves Ice Station Zebra. The needs of many outweigh the needs of the few. Or the one. Spock or no Spock. Strike 2. The best Trek movie ever. The new one with Chris Pine, though. Pretty good. Dodge, don't worry, Batman is from Northern England. He's already pretty drunk on brown. And then Hamster invading the chat.
Yeah, but he's a gay psychotic hamster. His opinions don't count.
Hey, I like James. Leave him alone.
Oh, look at Dodge white knighting for Hamster.
Yes.
Everybody has to protect their favorite
Right,
hamster.
right, Dodge, it doesn't matter how much you white knight for James. He's not going to sleep with you. He's got higher standards than that.
What is wrong with you, Batman? I think you've been hanging out with Robin too much. You need to chill out. Go take a cold shower.
There
Batman.
we go with the Robin jokes. God, how original can you not get?
I know you've heard those jokes for over 100 years, right?
Yep, I've heard that one before as well.
God damn it.
Aw, honey. Will you two stop fighting?
Yes, mommy.
Good. Voice, you got
But
something
she
to say?
started it.
I think Voice said he'll be right
Girls,
back. He's
girls,
actually-
you're both pretty. And James, yes, Cabby did pass away.
Yes, he did.
Yep, we did lose Cabby, unfortunately.
And I don't have all the information that you'll have to get from Dodge, actually.
Well,
Sorry,
that
Dodge,
job-
I have to put you on the spot.
yeah, and that just
No,
killed-
I'll say it out loud, but I wrote it in the chat also. Hey, James, dude, DM me on Twitter after the show. I'll go ahead and do a private hangout and lay it out for you if you have time. If not, I'll just write it out for you. But I know what happened. His funeral was today. So, yeah, we all missed it. But then again, I live in Oregon, so I can't necessarily fly to England on a whim.
No, you need a plane.
No.
And that sunk the whole mood.
Cabby would say that was a fucking stupid joke, and you know
Yeah,
that.
I know. That's why I said it.
All
That
right,
was
anyway.
fucking dumb.
Anyway, back to Star Trek, because I'm not going to let us get all into a dour mood thinking about cabbage. All right, so even though
You
Star
wouldn't-
Trek ain't making me any
He
happier,
wouldn't want you in a fucking sour mood. He'd want you in either a pissed off mood or in a happy mood, because he's a happy-go-lucky scamp.
oh yeah, he's up with the other cabbages, wherever cabbages go. I know all dogs go to heaven. Do all cabbages go to purgatory? I don't know.
No, they go to Tesco's.
No, they go to Walmart and then they rot.
Well, I mean, who eats cabbage anymore?
Put it this way, I reckon
I
if there is-
do,
if
And
there is
a
an
lot of
afterlife,
Asians.
if there is an afterlife and Cabbage has gone to heaven, I bet he's digging an escape tunnel to hell right now.
Either that or he's going to steal that nifty little watch that the dog stole and all dogs go to heaven so he can just come back. That'd be interesting. But no,
not to derail the conversation about our poor old cabbie, but let's just ask ourselves a serious question here. Which is worse, the Dodgers or Captain Archer?
That's a hard one.
You're an asshole.
So I'm going to have to say the Dodgers. Definitely the Dodgers.
No, he's forcing me into a corner to say Archer sucks. That's what he's doing, and he knows that's what he's doing. And fine, you win, Archer.
Like this. Sorry, I didn't mute myself.
But no, yeah, let's get back to Star Trek here. So
Yeah, just for a cunt, if I'd have been in charge of Star Trek Enterprise, I would have had a word with Dean Stockwell and I would have presented a fake script where there's this alien that only Archer can see, and it's following him around with this little gizmo in his hand, and it's played by Dean Stockwell.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like an old Edmund Scotch, only American.
oh yeah, because this will lighten the mood very much. Breaking news, 4:06 p.m. my time. Virginia Beach shooting. At least 11 people were killed and 6 were hospitalized in an attack at the municipal center. Police report suspect also dead. There you go. There's your Mad Dodge News alert for 4:06 p.m. on the West Coast.
Was it only one shooter or?
It was a single shooter. Suspect is deceased.
And where's that?
Virginia Beach, Virginia. That's right over in Wolfshot's neck of the woods. Hopefully she wasn't on the beach today.
Hold on. I thought Virginia was on the East Coast.
It is. I just got the alert on my phone. I'm on the West Coast.
Yeah, I seen that on Twitter earlier today.
Oh, and John Cleese is getting flack from the lefties because he remarked that London doesn't is no longer what you could call an English city. It hasn't been for years.
Well, neither's Bradford.
No, there's Birmingham.
Yeah, or Leeds.
Yeah, but but at least Leeds isn't, unlike Birmingham, isn't called the white man's grave.
Yeah, that's true. Well, at least it doesn't have like the nickname Bradiston like Bradford does.
According to James Von Maxwell, Virginia is where Americans finally got away from those King George lovers. The only lovers of King George were his family. I believe I'm right on that. And how come Farty's so quiet? Has he gone to sleep or something?
Probably. He's probably passed the fuck out.
What time is it on the wrong side of the world?
He might have gone to put another shrimp on the barbie.
He is 3 hours ahead of me, I think. So about 10 o'clock tomorrow.
It's 8 minutes past 9 in the morning for him. So you weren't far wrong. Oh, God, I know what's happened. He's gone to the toilet. He sat down to have a crap.
And he got frozen there.
No, a Black Widow bit him on his dangly bit.
Okay, real quick. James in the chat says he has no Twitter. Hey, man, do you want a link to this? And when we go off air, I'll go ahead and fill you in. If so, just let me know in the chat. I'll keep an eye on it.
Don't say that to him because a lot of people want to fill James in.
Oh, what's wrong with you? You are a pervert, Batman.
I want a good beating up, actually.
God damn.
If an Englishman officer says he's going to fill you in, he doesn't mean that he's going to rape. He means he's going to beat you up.
You guys are like, you have some weird slang over there.
No, we don't have weird slang. You have weird slang.
Like what?
All of it.
Well, saying that, Batman, Matt did find out what we call a growler over here.
What? I missed that.
Matt did find out the term we use for like really hairy vagina, a growler.
Ah.
Yeah, he found out that
the hairy pie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, no, and okay, so when it comes to Enterprise, I would like them to actually finish it off and do it properly.
Well,
let's get back on topic.
Let's face it, American men are hermaphrodites because they have fannies.
And when it comes to Star Trek Discovery, there's no saving that. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. I'm moving on. But when it comes to that, there's no saving it, is there, Voice?
people
You think they
don't
could save the third season?
They couldn't save the first season, so why are they going to save the third season?
They renewed it for the third season, is what I heard.
Who's going
No,
to watch?
it's like this. STD has been greenlit for a third season. Unfortunately, CBS can find no bugger to pay for it. That's what's happening now.
Yeah, of all the stupid things to dislike about STD, the one I can't get away with is the transporter pads. Who the fuck designed them? I mean, they've got that big dome in the center, and this thin little strip that you stand on. I know it's a little quibble, but it's still a quibble.
Especially when you take into consideration that even without the transporter pod, you can still be transported.
Yeah. And the general layout of the transporter room isn't very good for security either.
Poor old Brian had to spend 7 years in his little transporter room before he actually got a real job on DS9.
I liked O'Brien. He was one of the best characters in DS9.
Actually, I found out a little interesting tidbit about O'Brien. When Colin Meaney went on to the show in DS9, he said he was an unenlisted officer, and he said that means he'd have to actually work for a living. So they actually changed his uniform so he could actually roll up his sleeves, and it actually had pockets as well.
Yeah.
That was fucking brilliant.
And they took that uniform type on and give it to Torres and Voyager, if I remember. Yeah, because she always had the pen holder in her bloody pocket.
Yeah.
I hate
Of
that.
course,
No,
when she got
here's
the-
the-
I hated Torres.
yeah, sorry, Voice. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No,
I
it's
just
all right.
wanted
Go
to
ahead,
bring
sir.
up. I just wanted to bring up how great of an actor he really is. He was also on
Yeah.
Hell on Wheels recently. Great fucking TV show.
Been
I
though,
think they ended that too soon. He was also wasn't he in some other movies too?
Quite a
I'm
few.
No,
He-
it was. What was the
Under
sequel
Siege.
to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
Was it? I think he was in that. I can't remember.
It's whatever the sequel. It was the one with Craig, the super, the 007 guy, Craig Sohan. He was
Daniel
Oh,
Craig.
yeah.
he was
Daniel
him
Craig.
something. It was Sohan done by Guy Ritchie anyway.
He was also in Under Siege, if you remember.
Oh yeah, the cook's a fucking seal.
But he was the father of one of the band members in the Commitments.
That's going back a bit.
God, I remember that. Yeah. What you do with that horse? Bringing that horse in the lift. Oh, it's his heart. He couldn't manage the stairs. It'd kill him.
Well, no, and talking about him, you know, in that first season of DS9, when they did that make believe episode, right, where the aliens take something from your imagination and manifest on the station, they wanted to go with the leprechaun, and he was like, "No, fuck you. They already fucked with me and the Irish stereotypes in TNG. You're not doing it again. I'll walk. Fuck you." And like, they're okay, dude. Rumpelstiltskin. He's like, "Fuck off. Whatever." Because I mean, that's pretty much a leprechaun, right? Like, fucking assholes.
Oh, that would have been hilarious as hell.
Would.
Hmm.
I mean,
Oh,
I like
he's
how
back.
Cisco,
I believe I heard 40.
I like how Cisco had a very Kirk-like reaction to Q. Yeah, punched him out.
I like
Yeah.
Q's, let's call her significant other.
Actually, do you want to know a little
Yeah.
tidbit about Q's significant other?
Hmm.
In Voyager, she played Mrs. Q, but in TNG, she actually played a Vulcan
Yeah.
doctor with Data's, or the guy claimed to be Data's grandfather. I can't remember the name of the
She was
actor.
Dr. Sular. Susie Plakeson, I think. She was the hottest fucking Vulcan going, though.
I tell you, oh yeah.
She was also Worf's girlfriend.
Yes, the half Klingon, half human
Yeah.
ambassador.
Oh,
Yeah,
the one
who-
that dies? Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember her.
Who was a lot better than that fucking B'Elanna Torres.
Oh, come on. Torres wasn't that bad.
Oh, she was a miserable cunt.
Yeah, but she was meant to be a
Oh.
miserable cunt.
She was always whining about something.
Oh, but women are supposed to whine about things, don't you know?
That makes you a man, then, Shirati.
I'm not a man.
Not that
However, I do bitch and moan about a lot of shit.
I haven't noticed at all.
But you don't,
Oh,
but Shirati, you don't whine.
oh, I do. I just try to hide it.
Well, you're very good at hiding it.
Well, no, and I do want to get it back to DS9 because there's a
course you
question
do.
I've had since the show ended. The Paul Wraith storyline and the Cisco being Bajoran Jesus. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Space Jesus. That makes the Bajoran space Jews.
Space Jews of the Ferengi.
Well, they're both space Jews. And
But no, voice, dude. Enlighten me, man. How does that
I've got
make
it.
sense?
I've got it. The Bajorans are Old Testament space Jews. The Ferengi are New Testament space Jews.
What? No. I like their ears.
Oh, I can't stand. What, the Bajorans just got ordinary ears.
No, the Ferengi. I like their ears.
I hate what they did to them.
God, Cork
I mean,
would love you.
When they introduced, when they
Cork was
introduced,
an irritating fuck nut.
Apparently, Sharati's into a bit of earlobing, you know.
yeah,
Oh no,
When
no,
they-
no! I don't like the Ferengi as a whole. I just like the way their ears were created to look.
What is it, Umox? Yeah, you're gonna give Cork some
when
Umox.
when they
Fuck
first
Quark, you can
introduced
go
the-
to hell.
when they first introduced the Ferengi, they were fucking dangerous and very alien.
I remember that in TNG. They were like fucking wearing furs and shit.
Yeah, and they were supposed to be stronger than humans, and then they just turned them into the joke midget alien, which I thought was a bad move.
They
I
turned
did.
them into tiny Jews.
Yeah,
No, I like how Deep Space Nine flushed out the Ferengi race and gave
Yeah.
it a backstory. They created what was just a character, you know? It was like a generic character. It was an NPC on Skyrim, and they turned them into something. I like that.
they were.
And,
but they
for
turned them
everybody
into-
watching, if you want to help me out, I do have a PayPal account on my channel, so I can buy myself a copy of the Rules of Acquisition. Thank you.
Give Voice money, give Voice money. He does
Yeah.
really interesting commentary on his video games. And by interesting, I mean he sits there and plays a game and occasionally says a word.
And that word is usually fuck, right?
No, I've cleaned up my act, sir. I only say fucking in your
don't
chat.
tell. Don't say, "What? Oh, God damn it, the stupid controller's broken again!" Then you hear this loud crashing as it goes full sail against the wall.
Oh no! Oh no!
I think
Yes, and down.
Shirati should get as a voice actress.
Oh, fuck that!
No, Aunt Jack in the chat. Ferengi are the best race in Star Trek. They had it right, keeping their women naked and in the kitchen.
Yeah, you know why they keep Ferengi women in the kitchen? Have you ever seen Ferengi women?
I know, right? You don't want them in public.
Oh God, that episode where that guy, that alien's got the hots for Kira, and he gets caught to meet the Holosuite program. And Kira finds
Oh
out.
God! Did they put Quark's face? Oh, nightmare fuel, dude.
That was like that episode of Friends where Joey's on about the Star Wars bikini, getting Rachel to wear it.
Oh no.
Chandler keeps going on that whenever he has sex, he keeps seeing his mother because his mother was Morgan Fairchild. So when Rachel comes out wearing the Star Wars bikini and Ross looks up, he sees his mother wearing it.
Oh God. Therapist will fuck
Total
with your
bullet.
head.
It'd be bloody sour after that.
Farty! There you are.
He's alive.
Speak.
We thought you'd been bitten on your dangly bit by Black Widow or something.
No. It's just
I
having some
didn't. I
breakfast.
thought you just froze your ass to the toilet.
I was having some breakfast and there was like complete
That's
packets.
something that could never happen in Australia. Somebody freezing.
Oh,
He says he actually gets snow where he lives.
get out of here, Batman. You'll be sucking about the cold.
Oh, do me a favour. We're walking about like shirtless over here in the summer, and you can tell the Australians because they're the ones in thick coats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, no, and I'm really was asking that question though. So let's get back to that voice. The Paul Race storyline.
What, the Ferengi women?
No, the Paul Race storyline. You have Gul Dukat masquerading as a Bajoran, who then becomes the Antichrist. While parallel to that is
No.
Sisko becomes Jesus.
He
What
becomes-
the hell?
He becomes
For a story created by Gene Roddenberry that had zero religious connotations at all, they sure as hell jumped off the deep end on that one.
Well, that's because Roddenberry was dead before DS9 got the start.
Yeah, no, I don't like religious stuff in my sci-fi, which is why after season 2 of Battlestar Galactica, I switched off. But the Power Wraith and the Prophet, or the Emissary, sorry, the Emissary. I wasn't a big fan of that line, especially in season 7 when it just went to shit. No, I can't explain it because I didn't like it.
Well, didn't they introduce fucking religion in the first movie with Vija? Vija was in the first one.
No.
Wasn't it?
No,
That wasn't actually religion. That was
That
number
was-
5.
that was a take off the original series episode that featured that space probe called Nomad.
Eh?
So the Nomad.
Nomad.
No, mate.
I'm just giving you hell.
I don't care.
Anyway, one of them fucking thinks they're God, and the existential argument about fucking gods existing and all this kind of shit with it. So there you go. They gonna blew it there.
Oh, they've done that quite a bit in the original series. I mean, Christ's sakes, it came across an actual god once in one episode, namely Apollo.
Yeah.
Well, no, it seemed like a really odd way to diverge, and it kind of left even Deep Space Nine up in the air because Sisko
Actually-
supposedly will come back to raise his son that he had with Yates, right? But they just leave it and they end the show.
Actually,
surprised?
Farty, that episode that I just mentioned, it's the only Star Trek episode that kind of has a rape scene.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't
Farty,
actually
are
see
you
the rape; you
gone?
just see Apollo in the clouds and all the thunder and lightning and that. But you know what he's doing.
No, there's a rape scene. Deanna Troi gets pretty much mind raped in one of the movies, right?
Was that in the original series?
That was Nemesis, right?
Was that in the original series? That's what I was on
Oh,
about.
original series. No, I missed that part. I was talking the TNG movies.
Who cares if Deanna Troi got mind raped? Nobody's interested in it.
But she's an
You guys-
empath. She feels almost everything.
You would be a perfect Deanna Troy, Sherardi.
No,
I'm kidding.
because Sherardi's likable.
I believe that's up for debate. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I had to. Couldn't just leave that one.
No,
Your
no.
wife likes me.
That'd be fucking funny. Right. Yeah,
No, they could have done a spin-off with Odo. I mean,
hang on. You wait until she's in a meeting or something like that, someplace she can't sort of get out of real quick, and then just sort of
Okay,
go off to the dunny and then start having a tug and think about fucking bloody what's the flaps, and she'll fucking think, oh shit, some guy's thinking about me. What's he thinking about? And he's and then she'd be having a fucking orgasm in the middle of the bloody room, and everyone'd be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
right? Did anybody understand all of that, or just the?
I'm pretty sure Forty's breakfast was a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Irish cunts.
God damn it. Okay, moving on, Farty. Thanks for the input.
40 smashed.
Okay.
Yes,
But-
Well, it is fucking 9:30 in the morning.
40, I think you've lost your Matilda once too many.
It's past 9 in the morning. Is that what you said? God damn
Yeah.
it.
That's
I gotta move to
what-
Australia. You guys know how to party. But anyway,
Your wife would shoot you in your face dead.
yeah, I know.
I don't think Maud would have to worry about getting shot by his wife. His liver would never survive Australia.
His liver wouldn't survive one beer from Australia.
His liver would survive one beer from England.
Scared of your limey piss.
Oh, fuck off.
We actually make
Nah,
you make coloured water.
no shit. No shit, Dodge. Your beer is like half strength to ours. Easy.
Well, I don't drink Budweiser. Like, you guys think American beer is Budweiser. You are mistaken, sir.
Mhm.
We have this thing called microbreweries, where they actually
They
use
grow?
their own hops and,
Yes.
create their own freaking beer that's actually got body.
Yeah,
and flavor.
we have that all over the world, Dodge. It's not a new thing. In fact, it's something the Americans imported.
You know what? Why are we even talking about beer? Fuck you guys.
Because Marty is shit faced.
Microbreweries, I've known that since like the 90s when fucking Dennis Leary had that little thing on his like microbreweries. What the fuck is a microbrewery? And he's talking about like their in-house fucking whiskey and and just like, oh, like a shot of whiskey, and he's like, oh, hang on, like what kind of whiskey? And he starts going through all these bloody whiskeys and his in-house fucking stupid shit with fucking bloody all these different weird fucking ingredients, and he's like, oh, just give me a normal one. It's like, oh, here you go, fucking. And he's a sipping whiskey. Yeah, sipping whiskey, clang, fuck you. Give me another one.
Oh, I'd be so mad if you were hanging out with me and I pulled out a $60 bottle of fucking whiskey and you fucking downed it like that. I'd be like, yeah, you're cut off. Grab a fucking Budweiser.
Farty. How many fingers am I holding up?
You're not.
Yeah, why would you even be guessing? You can't see him.
Does that including your mum who's standing behind you holding up some more?
Well, that would be fucking difficult. She was cremated in 1999.
Oh, that's fucking see through, all right.
He's seeing
You know,
spirits.
one thing I'm surprised that wasn't given the merchandise treatment, blood wine. I'm surprised no one ever, took advantage of that and tried to produce it.
No shit.
Or
Just
Shrek
make a
used to
real
have-
deep red wine and just call it blood wine, right?
Yeah.
Make it high alcohol content.
Trekkies have made blood wine. A friend of mine made some. You don't drink that without a phone standing by you and somebody to dial the phone for you.
What do they make it out of?
I don't know, but it knocks you on your fucking ass.
Oh man, Carver. That knocks you on your ass.
Tell you what else knocks you on your ass.
Apparently, because you're almost falling over, Sugar Plum.
I'll tell you something else that knocks you on your ass. Muslim in the right one.
Oh no, this shit, right? Fucking, I was working with this bloody Islander bloke called Trevita. And he's like, come over to my place, bro. You think I'm fucking hard to understand. And before,
The island of Dr. Moreau?
anyway, fucking.
Well, real quick, I gotta address the chat. Aunt Jack, if $60 fifths of whiskey are cheap to you, sir, I have a Patreon and a PayPal. I have a Streamlabs and a Super Chat. Share the wealth, my friend, because $60 a fifth is outside of my price margin, my friend.
Do you think Aunt Jack is gonna get you anything? The fucker comes here just to troll you.
Yep,
I know.
But he is right if you're a whiskey connoisseur. Yeah, paying £60 or $60 for a bottle. That's not the high quality stuff. That's just
that's Jack Daniel's single barrel is what that is.
That's just the highest quality that you can afford stuff.
Firewater.
Anyway, yeah, fucking. So we go back to this bloke Trevita's place. He's like, "Oh, come in, we'll have some Carver, bro." And I'm like, well, Carver? What the fuck's Carver? And he's like, "Oh, don't worry, bro. Yeah, we'll have some Carver." Anyway, fucking. So sitting around in the circle with his relatives and shit, and fucking got like a little bit later in the night, watched some movies and shit. In the meantime, had some beers, and they pull out the fucking Carver in a little coconut fucking half and doing a traditional thing, clapping 3 times and picking the thing up with both hands and having a sit and then passing it on. And I'm thinking, oh, well, this can't be that bad. Oh, these cunts are still sitting up. Come around to my turn, fucking clap 3 times, pick the can up, had a sip, passed the bloody cup on, sat there. 3 seconds later, I was on my ass.
Yeah, that's because you were wearing seatbelts. I remember talking about expensive whiskies. My dad telling us when he was in the army, he was put into the all arms shooting competition, and his specialty was a submachine gun. Now the paratroopers had always claimed the 3 spots, all 3, and he beat them out of the second. So he got invited back to the officers' mess as a unofficial prize, and he says spent the night drinking whiskey that was about £50 a pop, and he wasn't paying for it.
Isn't that nice?
Yep.
Okay, can we get back to Star Trek now?
Nope.
I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Aww.
That's
They're talking about alcohol, liquor, your favorite sugary drink.
No,
Okay.
No, if we're getting back to Star Trek, let's talk about the greatest injustice of all time. Harry Kim never getting
STD?
promoted.
Yeah, you know what?
You know the Star Trek online game. He's in that as a captain, and I'm arguing that because I think he'd still be an ensign.
What have you got against queer old Kim?
Well, no, and this is my thing with it, is they treated that character all wrong. They never gave him any depth. They didn't care about him at all. Matter of fact, they tried to kill him off like 4 times.
Yeah, he was very underused, wasn't he? I mean, because he was a good character, and the guy playing him was a good actor.
Yeah, absolutely. And voice
I mean,
continued. The Voyager writers tried to kill him like 4 times.
Yeah,
Mom,
I mean,
The cast were like, no, we like
Matt,
him.
are you trying to say that the writers of Voyager were Asian-phobic?
Mhm.
Maybe. They didn't have Hoshi on the show, did they?
No, I just thought it was wrong. I mean, like, Paris blows up an underground fucking drilling thing on a water planet, and he gets knocked down from lieutenant for a couple of episodes, and then, oh look, he's back to being a lieutenant again. Poor old Harry Kim saves the fucking ship half dozen fucking times, and all he gets is good on you.
Yeah, well, let's face it. Paris got his pips back because he was sleeping with most of the female members of the crew.
Well, no. Let's think about this. No. Voice is on to something. Harry Kim saves the ship how many times? Fucking Wesley Crusher is not even through the academy, and they let him drive the Enterprise. Come on now.
No. You think they're racist because the original series? I saw a couple of episodes and I thought that the words to the original series song was "Ning nong, ning nong, ning nong, ning nong." Okay, I thought it was funny.
Moving quickly along.
You think a lot of people funny right now.
I mean, okay, let's
I like Tony
we did save the Enterprise a couple times, but it was all convoluted and it.
Do you know what they should do? They should actually make a Captain Proton TV show.
Yes, that could actually be fun.
Captain Planet?
No, Captain Proton.
No, I said that because of memes. We've been missing memes. He hasn't been around.
Wasn't the whole Captain Proton thing just basically a rip-off of Flash Gordon?
Yeah.
He's out the front of a club. He's out the front of a club coming a fag.
Let the Irishman speak.
I thought it was a rip-off of the Rocketeer.
Kind of both. It was just a rip-off of that entire genre. I like the bit where the aliens from this other fucking universe are fighting Dr. Chaotica.
Yeah, and
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is I think that's the only time Janeway is actually likable.
I don't know. I think she had some good points.
yeah,
the writers made her character softer than she should have been.
I mean, I just loved something that should have been brought up again, probably in the last series. Just one quick line, like in maybe the fourth to last episode of season 7. They should have mentioned, Janeway and Pars's, lizard kids.
Oh, that was a horrible episode.
That should have been brought up again at some point in time, surely.
That's one thing Voyager suffered from, the bad science fiction ideas. Like the race that ages backwards.
No, okay, so the lizard episode is widely known as the worst episode in Star Trek history, so keep that in mind. Second, what about that episode with the fucking wrestling and shit, dude, where they did a WWF crossover? What were they thinking?
We don't mention that episode.
Actually, I liked that episode, but then I was, into WWE at the time,
I was, and I didn't like that episode. What about when Tuvok crashes on that fucking planet where there's all these little children? They're actually old people. Yeah, because the race that lives on the planet, this moon orbits, ages backwards.
Yeah, that was. I did like one episode of when Chakotay landed on a planet and found the same symbol he had seen on Earth, the rubber people. Yeah. I did like the sort of tie-in that aliens had been to Earth before and stuff. Like I did like that episode, and it's always fun to see Neelix get his eye ripped out.
Oh yes, Neelix with his holographic lungs. That was a fun episode.
Fucking his 1-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah. That's another stupid science fiction idea, yeah. An intelligent race that only lives 9 years. They wouldn't have enough time to develop a fucking intelligent brain. Let alone have
That chick was weird. She had a baby growing out of her back. I don't understand that chick.
Okay, so here's a debate I would like to have with you, boys. We don't necessarily have to do it now. But remember when Neelix and Tuvok become one person? That they murdered Tuvix or whatever they fucking called him. They murdered him. That became a separate individual from the two of them. And the person that became the Cope, and he actually struggled for his life.
That's the thing,
Janeway
with
is a murderer.
the horrible thing is, they've shown this before with the transporter technology. They could have had Tuvok and Neelix back and Tuvix.
Well, no, I actually liked that episode because it did bring up a moral dilemma.
Yeah. It also brought up moral questions about the transporter as well. And
I still think the transporter is a death machine. First time you transport yourself, you're dead. You no longer have a soul. That's a copy.
Yeah, there's
walking around with
That's
your
not
memory.
in bones. You're
There's
talking like
actually,
bones now.
there was
Yeah.
actually an explanation about how it isn't how it doesn't just create a duplicate of you. And I can't remember what it is, but the way it was explained, it shows that it doesn't just kill you and make a copy of you on the planet below.
I'm with McCoy on this one. Sorry, I'm taking the doctor's side. I'm with the doctor.
Because there's also the fact that people, even in the original series, experience things whilst being transported as well.
Yeah, isn't there these weird transporter aliens? Isn't that an episode of TNG where they get attacked by them?
But the episode That Which Survives, Kurt McCoy, Sulu, and this guy who was going to be killed because he'd never seen him before get beamed down to this planet. And this woman appears on the bridge, telling him not in the transporter, telling him not to go. Right, whilst they're being transported in the middle of dematerializing, and she kills the transporter chief, and they see it. Whereas, if they were just getting murdered, they wouldn't have, would they?
Well, no, and this hardly ever happens, so I have to call it out when it does. All right, Aunt Jack. Transporter is a murder machine. I have to agree with Matt on this. Mark it on the calendar. He never agrees with me.
Yeah, that's frightening.
He's agreed with you before. Shut up.
Once before, all right? This is like number 2 ever. And he's been around for at least 6 months, maybe a year watching the channel. So that's not a very good track record. Another debate I would like to have when it comes to Voyager.
Hang on, before you
Holographic rights. Rights for the Holo Doctor. Is that something we should be approving of?
Well, that was actually the rights.
Yeah, I was already talking before you started talking, Aussie. I get it. You can go ahead now. But
That's the problem with creating something that is self-aware. Yeah,
Well, they
usually,
already did that episode in A Measure of a Man with Data.
yeah. Like I said, you create something that is self-aware, and intelligent. Has a sense of self. Using it as a tool becomes slavery. So that's in the original series. That's one of the reasons why they never made out. That's why they never made artificial intelligence.
I didn't understand a word you said.
Batman isn't here just because of Star Trek. Batman is here because, well,
in
he
the
likes to
fucking
keep dodge hell.
Yeah, that too.
But in the meantime, what's fucking happened is that I've interrupted Dodge to try and have something that was relevant to the previous conversation before he went on to another bit of the conversation, or a different part of the conversation, and all you bastards started talking. Now I can't fucking remember what I was going to say. Now it's no bloody point of the whole bloody thing. Now, how's about we fucking move on?
Okay, let's translate that from Australian.
Dodge.
Are you done yet?
Wakey, Dodge.
He's probably taking care of his army. He's got to build it bigger, make it stronger, make it faster.
Alright. I know what'll get him on. Mm,
Oh.
neighbors.
Okay, all right, knock it off. It's not my fault. You know, hey, when you're married, if you don't answer the phone, you get in trouble. So hey, the wife comes first, guys.
I told ya.
But here's the thing, man. No, they didn't do it in Measure of a Man. Data is an autonomous being. Data doesn't need a little bracelet to walk around wherever he fucking wants to go. Data can have actual real emotions via the emotion chip, which he gets installed later on. Data is totally different from the doctor, where I can go, computer, turn off the doctor.
I'm sorry, but no, he's not in any way different because data can also be turned off, as proven in
Yeah,
the
but you
Measure
can
of
be
Man.
knocked out. Yeah, but
And
you
we
can
know
be
the
knocked out.
doctor. We know the doctor grows more. He does gain emotions. He does gain sentience because after an accident where he had to make a choice between saving the entire ship and letting 2 crew people die, he closes the door, they die, and he goes into a loop. So yes, no, he has become sentient. So
I don't buy that. I believe he is a random connection of molecules created by the computer as a figment of my imagination or a play toy. It's the same thing as if I walk into Cork's bar
I'm sorry,
and I
Mom.
order the 2 redhead special. It's the same.
I'm sorry, but
thing.
you
This isn't a
yourself
movie.
are just made up of 2 people's molecules.
It's fake. It's a video game. It's like you put on your VR headset for your Galaxy. It's a video game. The doctor is not real. I take his armband away. Can he walk around the ship?
Yes,
No.
and if I kneecap you, you can't walk around the ship either.
But I could fucking crawl through the threshold. He can't even do that.
Yeah, but if you bleed
Yeah,
over,
I had one for that already lined up, boys. I was ready for
falling through the threshold, you just lose blood and die.
If Dodge, you got a fetish for poison ivy, don't you?
maybe. Anyway, moving on. That's not what we're discussing here, damn it. What were we discussing again? Oh, holographic rights.
Poison
Oh,
ivy.
no, stop it.
Was it like, has he got a fetish for the actual plant or poison ivy from Batman?
Oh yeah,
Poison
I just run
ivy
out
from
there, I
Batman.
grab a bunch of poison oak and just rub it on my arms and shit. Actually, I'm not allergic to poison oak; it doesn't affect me, so I could go do that. But no, I disagree. You're gonna have to strengthen your argument because if I turn off data, he can be turned back on. If I delete the doctor is gone. No funeral.
No, I'm sorry, Mom, but I could delete everything and I could delete everything in Data's positronic brain, and he'd be gone as well. So there you go.
But that's just like a human with dementia. That's not gone. Like
I'm sorry, if you delete everything on Data's fucking positronic brain, all you have is a very strange looking doorstop.
I mean, we could delete everything in Dodge's brain, not just requires as a shoveling and a force.
I'm sorry, Dodge. How the hell do you get a person with dementia when you delete?
Because your brain is not. Your brain is no
just
longer working
hear
normally.
me
You
out
can't
for a second. Hear me out for a second. You delete everything, literally everything. How
What
to
happens if
talk, how to walk,
What happens to a patient with dementia? Sometimes they can't even talk. Sometimes they can't even walk.
I know.
Matter of
I've seen people with dementia.
They don't even recognize their own family members. So if you're looking
Yes,
at data, the
I
deleted
know.
hard drive, then data is a complete clean slate. He's gonna have to relearn everything. And just like if you were somehow able to cure dementia, that patient would probably have to relearn everything.
No,
Kind of like if they
no.
had dementia.
That's not how that works, because dementia is a degenerative brain disorder.
Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah,
can
but if you're able to reverse that, then it would be a regenerative solution, which would slowly bring it back, which you would have to relearn everything.
You just have to regenerate the brain.
I'm not saying they can fucking cure it. I'm just saying this is Star Trek we're talking about. They can cure it. All right. So there you go.
Your lack of understanding of basic science is disturbing.
Do I look like I'm in STEM? Anyway, moving on. No, the argument here is fundamentally this is a computer program. Is my Civ 5 country alive? Are these real people I'm going to war with?
That's completely different.
You're going to have to elaborate and show me the difference between one computer program and another. We're talking about two separate computer programs. We're talking about difference in technology levels, but they are both computer programs. They are both simulated from an algorithm, from a code. They are computer programs. Show me the difference. I'll shut up.
I hate to tell you, but we humans are nothing more than programs as well through genetics.
Right.
You do realize the human brain is basically just a chemical computer?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what the human brain is. It's basically a chemical computer.
Yeah.
It's also
It works how similar to how a CPU works with electronic impulses and shit. So fuck it. Yeah, works the same way. My brain's fucked because of budgets and
I've got to mention something here, seeing as she's in the chat. But do you know that Maddie can actually get her phone to video in landscape now?
Oh, she figured out how to turn it sideways?
Yeah.
Well, nice. That's advancement. No, she says, can you just let her finish?
Yay, a woman learned something.
She's like, can you just let her finish already? I'm guessing you're talking about Sherardi. And no, we can't.
Yes, we can. Oh, no, we can't, because once she starts, she'll never stop.
I know, and she's supposed to be making sandwiches for the class.
What the hell? Hold on, what the hell was that? Did you just say that?
No, he threw a kid across the room.
I think Jordy fell and can't get up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But I mean, seriously though, how is it different? Because it's just a computer program, and if you want to talk about DNA as a program genetically, duh, we're on the same page here. But that's a genetic thing through evolution, and not a man-made simulation like a computer program.
Well, if you really want to get deep into the discussion, you have what is sentience? I mean, Picard made a good argument for what is sentient, and both the Doctor and Data would fall under that, but they're both based on programs that evolve to such a point that they have gotten sentient. So while you might be able to turn someone off, or a human put a bullet in their head, that doesn't, deny the fact that they were an individual.
I think the difference.
Choose his own name. How sentient is he really?
Well, let's be honest. How long would it take you to choose a name if one day you woke up and you didn't know anything?
It'd be pretty simple. George Washington. That sounds badass. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have any, you couldn't say that because you would have no reference point for George Washington to decide whether it's good or not.
The Doctor has a reference point. The Doctor has a library of knowledge already programmed into him that he did not learn on his own. He did not go out and decide to be a doctor. His programming said, you are a doctor. He is not sentient. He is not even really self-aware in the broader scheme of things.
Expanded his fucking programming because he started learning how to sing and shit like that.
Yeah, his program has expanded to such an extent that he is definitely self-aware.
He is embedded in the computer system. He can expand to the length of the database of the computer system. Anything outside of that,
he is self-aware because he's afraid of his own mortality. He's aware of himself as a separate, distinct individual. He's
as
aware
much as I absolutely hate the whole transhumanism robot thing, I actually agree with Voice and Batman. And if this is set so far in history, because I don't remember, and frankly, I don't fucking care, so far in the future that we have the technology to do whatever, maybe the doctor, just saying the doctor, not Data, don't fucking care about him right now. Maybe he was a human that they took his mindset from, and he was a doctor in his human life, and they put him.
You're kind of right there, actually. As the guy, he's basically based on the guy who wrote the program, who was an engineer. But that's where personality comes from, and even his physicality.
If we were going the same route of, Measure of a Man, and I'm Riker, this is what I do. I go, Mr. Doctor, take off your armband. And then he vanishes. I rest my case.
Well, fair enough then.
Okay. Well, I would say first, Mod, stop being holophobic. And secondly, I would just, decapitate you and say, there you go.
And Dodge, I suggest you read the Bobaverse series.
Well, see, it might even not be a real person. Fucking, like in that universe, like they should have the technology to be like, able to have life like fucking computer generated people like what we do. So it might even not be real for a start, but it might be a composite of somebody. It might be someone else's body with somebody else's head and someone else's voice, and attitude and all that shit. Oh, I don't know. Didn't hear you, sorry. I was too busy trying to remember this.
Yeah, Injak's kind of right as well. He says his rule is fear of death. Anything that understands death and fear is sentient. He's not far off the mark, really, because part of the mark of sentience is to be aware of yourself, that you exist. An ant isn't sentient because it is completely unaware that it exists as an individual.
That's not necessarily true, though. How do we?
Been proven to be true.
Has it been proven? Because there's a fungus that actually makes the ant separate from the clan, climb into a leaf.
That's a fungus, you fucking idiot.
Fungus, you dick.
Fungus, whatever.
Yeah,
but still.
ants have a fucking hive mind.
Yeah. And it's a zombie virus.
The fucking fungus is a fucking parasite which takes over the ants.
Yeah, totally takes it over. So the ant is no longer acting and reacting like an ant.
And you constantly let me finish because I was going to continue. And after all that happens, now they're observing these same ant nests that have been infected. Yeah. They are constantly cleaning the nest. Are you telling me they don't know their nest is contaminated with the fucking fungus? Are you telling me that they're not sentient, that they don't understand?
No, they're just
is a hive mind.
All right, he stopped and let me finish. Can we let him finish?
No.
No, because he's retarded and wrong.
Oh, just let him make his point.
No, we're going to go all Daenerys Targaryen on his ass and not let him have a choice.
I don't understand that reference.
Good.
I'm about to go fly off to Oregon and hit him in the fucking ball.
Great, continue, mad one.
Hey, you skinny bastard. I'll fucking fly over there. I know what you look like now. You know
that's actually not a stunt double.
The thing is, though, they are already working together and they are aware of the situation invading their colony and they react to it. And when they have reacted, they have adapted. Therefore, they do have an overall sentience, even if they are a hive mind. Are you telling me bees don't know when you assault their queen? They come after you, right? They come after you and they will kill you, even if it means, or they will sting you, even if it means their death.
The hive might have a sentience. The hive might have a sentience, but the individual ant does not.
So next you're going to argue with me that a dog doesn't know that he's a dog.
Here's the thing, though, with the whole ant and fucking that's nothing to intentions. That's just instinct to defend the colony. There's no sentient
and humans don't react in the exact same way. We don't build for the local good. We don't work together. We don't communicate constantly via smartphone. We don't detect an invasion of our territory and react to it. Oh no, this is just hive mind, right?
We do.
Humans
It.
adapt
Did you
to
watch
evolve.
the video I seen earlier today and that I posted in Discord?
Ah, fucking
No,
sorry.
Here's the thing: humans adapt and evolve. And
No, I was speaking
generally tend
specifically
not-
to
don't go
Dodge.
adaption. Don't go adaption because the ants are adapting right now. That is the basis of my argument with the ants. But no, I'm arguing that this hologram can't fucking adapt. There will be never a day when he can walk around without that armband. Ever. It will never happen. He is a
Well,
ghost.
no, they
He is a
did. They
figment
did
of
that
your
when-
imagination.
Well, he's gone to ships where they have fucking hollow emitters all over the fucking corridors and shit.
So hold on. You're saying that his physical limitations mean he's not sentient. That means the fact that I can't breathe water means that I'm
Programming. His
Ah.
programming means he's not sentient.
you
He's
just
programmed via a computer. He is trapped to a specific area without access to this armband. And this armband isn't like a walker if you freaking need a walker. to walk. This armband is the only way he can actually move anywhere. He doesn't eat. He doesn't sleep.
as well.
Doesn't dream. Well, he does dream in an episode or two. I'll take that back before voice makes me. I will correct that. He does dream.
Dodge,
But-
we're trapped in a specific area as well. We can't live underwater. We can't exist in space. We can only exist in the environment we live in. So
Does that-
by your arguments, we too are non-sentient.
Well, then maybe he should stay in the hollow environment. To each their own. Yeah, that's right. Hologram fucking segregation. That's what we're arguing now. You made me go to it, Batman. Fuck you.
Oh,
What about that entire ship of holograms where they killed the organics and taken over because they did not want to be slaves? That's a natural, intelligent reaction. A
Okay,
sentient
fine.
reaction.
You know what? I will grant you the hologram argument. You boys win. Congratulations. Now, Stargate, SG-1, the replicators. You want to make the same fucking argument for the replicators, bud? Or are our heroes good for, killing the fuckers?
Some of them were sentient, some of them weren't, but there was no choice in killing them there because if they didn't kill them, they would have wiped out all organic life in the galaxy.
Oh, so, replicator genocide is okay by Batman. It's DC approved?
Pretty much. If it's a case of survival, a literal case of them or us, there's no right side. There's only the side that ends up standing after the dust is settled.
I do like the SG-1 movie though, where the replicators take over the dude and he's throwing fucking Jack around or whatever. It's fucking great. It's good. Or no, it wasn't Jack. It was the other guy. It was the new guy that took over. Yeah.
Crichton from Farscape.
Yeah. No, that was some good shit.
No,
And-
I think my favorite one of the later SG-1 episodes is where they get into this planet and it's like this fucking museum's fucking charity event, and they have to pretend to be to be fucking terrorists. That was fucking hilarious.
Fucking chat. Goddamn. We are trapped on Earth and in air. Oh, fuck you guys. That was a good argument for something I really don't believe. I just wanted to make it a little entertaining for you fuckers. But goddamn.
for someone who didn't believe a goddamn thing you said, or so you say you didn't believe it, you sure put a lot of heart into your.
I did. Yeah, no, MC's good at the same thing. I'm learning from him.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
You sure put a whole lot of memes into
I'm
what
not-
you
hey.
were saying.
Dodge. I'm not saying you're lying, but your nose has just shot past my house.
Yeah.
I want to be a real boy.
All right, but
Doesn't Riley Dennis keep saying that?
No, he keeps saying, I want to be a real girl.
Yeah, but we know he doesn't. Otherwise, he wouldn't be sleeping with women.
And Dodge keeps saying, I want to have a real boy.
Actually, no, it would be more appropriate to say Maud wants to have a real Bigfoot.
but no,
I want to be a real Sasquatch.
ha ha ha. Okay, so voice the replicator predicament. Are they?
Oh
Sentient?
my God! Speaking of Sasquatch, did you see?
Oh, yes.
Did you see the thing that I sent you, Dodge?
Yes. You asked me that yesterday.
No, the Sasquatch thing.
Oh, no, I see Discord's freaking orange. So, no, I haven't checked it during the show, though.
Oh, I didn't send it to you today. I sent it to you a couple of days ago. It was about a freaking Sasquatch sighting in May in Georgia of this year. 2 of them.
If it's in Georgia, it's not Sasquatch, it's the skunk ape. They're different.
The Dotty only what they call them, these parazoologists dispute that.
I mean, cryptozoologists.
Yeah, that. Thank you. Yeah, these zoologists who study Superman's dog dispute that's disputable.
Superman has a dog?
Yeah.
I missed that movie.
29.
He's had a dog since the fucking 40s.
I thought the only difference between a skunk ape and a Sasquatch is a fucking skunk ape is usually found by people who end everything that they say with.
No, the actual difference is the coloration. The skunk ape is a darker coloration, whereas Sasquatch would be more brown or tan. The skunk ape is called the skunk ape because it lives in the swamp and it fucking stinks.
No,
That's what.
Not what
Expedition Bigfoot wrote that a driver braked when he saw what he described as a very dark 7 to 8 foot tall, hairy, 2-legged creature with a pointed head walking alongside the shoulder of a road into the woods around 8:30 p.m. on Monday, May 20th, between Ellijay and Blue Ridge, Georgia. He said, quote, the arms were very long and it walked with the arms extended from its side. He pulled over, skidding on the gravel, and waited for the back side of the small patch of wood, or waited along the small patch of the woods, thinking it would emerge from the other side, and it never did.
So now we know what happened to memes.
Well, no, and Voice laughed, but Voice sent me this. All right, so this is how you make blood wine as a drink, supposedly. TheGeekTwins.com, how to make 8 fake sci-fi drinks. All right, so ingredients: 1 ounce of rum, spice. So that's 151. That's the high alcohol, high octane shit. 1 ounce tequila, gold, Jose Cuervo Especial. Fill with cranberry juice. 1 dash of grenadine, 2 dashes of Tabasco. That kind of sounds gross. Who mixes rum and tequila?
Someone wants to die?
Right? That doesn't sound good to me. Not at all.
That's not how you join the Suicide Squad.
Let's see what else they got here. Slurm. All right, so Futurama.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. 2 ounces of light rum. So you're looking at the silver label Bacardi. 1 ounce sour apple schnapps. Who the fuck drinks schnapps anymore? Don't do that. It's bad for you. 2 ounces of pineapple juice. 3 ounces of 7-Up. That sounds really watered down.
It's bad.
All right. Romulan ale. Triple sec, vodka, blue Caraco, and lemonade. Sounds delicious. I'm going to make that one this weekend, I think.
Well, and he was never heard from again.
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
okay.
I had blue Caraco since the last time I had a AMF. Adios, motherfucker. It has like 10 different types of alcohol in it. It's amazing. 2 of them, and You're
And
good.
he was never heard from until the next day when his wife goes, "Hey, get the fuck up. You need to take care of the kids."
You're weird.
He drank
You're
all these cocktails. He drank all these cocktails, and the next day
I'm
he
very,
woke up
very,
depressed.
You're very, very what?
I'm very weird when I'm sober. I'm
You're very
very
sober when you drink.
hyperactive when I'm very hyperactive when I'm drunk. I'm very horny when I'm stoned. My husband loves it.
What happens if you're all three?
Anyway.
I don't. I can't be all three.
You could try.
It's quite literally impossible to be sober, drunk, and stoned all at the same time.
Well, you could do the second two, couldn't you?
Yeah, but if you don't do that a lot, like I'll smoke a bowl or whatever while I'm drinking some beer, so I'm used to it. But if you don't do that a lot, that is how you get the spins, my friend. And the spins are no good.
Everybody likes to spin every now and again.
Oh God, dude! I remember being like, freaking.
That epileptics.
I was totally 18, guys, totally 18. But
You were never 18.
like, yeah, I freaking got wasted and I lay down on my bed and I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. And suddenly my ceiling just fucking spins like the Wheel of Fortune. I'm like, oh no.
I used to look.
Oh God! Now I imagine being taped to the Wheel of Fortune as somebody spinning. Whee!
That's some. I used to look at when you start drinking. You know, that whole thing about the entire room spinning round you.
It happens, dude. I swear to God, it happens.
Oh yeah, it does. I've had it. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I imagine it's quite nauseating.
Yeah, normally what happens is the room spins, then you vomit.
I never.
I try not to puke. So if I lay down, the room starts spinning, I sit up and I just kind of sit there and go, oh God, here we go. And do the whole rocking back and forth like a crazy person. Like,
That makes it worse. That makes it worse. Oh my God! Don't rock back and forth when you're fucking spinning.
I never used to vomit when I got the spins. It never made me feel sick. Just used to make me feel dizzy.
Exactly.
Make of it what you will. I used to enjoy it.
Oh.
I never enjoyed the spins from drinking. Never.
You're often dumb, Batman. Of course you enjoy it, you fucking weirdo.
No, spins lead to shakes, shakes leads to falls, falls leads to me hitting my head, and that's not good.
Oh God, I left a party one time, right? And I'm walking towards the bike path, and I didn't turn in time, and then bam, here I go, barrel rolling through some fucking blackberry bushes. I'm like, oh fuck! I hit the bottom, I'm like, all right,
You were purple.
this is fucked
You
up.
ended up so purple.
I bounced back up. I'm all right. Kind of. I'm all fucking cut up and bleeding and shit. Fuck.
You were so purple.
I remember me and a mate sitting waiting for the bus after a good night on the drink. We were sitting on this guardrail seat bank behind us, and turned on to talk to this last one. I turned back. Your mate wasn't there. Then I hear this like pitiful cry from the bottom of the bank. I think I bust me ankle. He'd apparently leaned back, forgetting that there was nothing behind him, and rolled all the way down this bank.
Oh no!
Oh God. Oh, okay. I don't smoke in the house, so I come outside. I sat down on a cooler that was outside my house. My husband was with me at that time. And, well, he's still with me, obviously. Anyways, I fell over backwards. And he starts laughing. Turns out I was having a grand mal seizure. But he didn't know it. So
Oh, shit.
laughing his no, it's funny. He was laughing his ass off, and I was seizing. After I get done with my seizure, I asked him if he laughed because I had fallen off the goddamn porch. Yes.
No,
Fucking asshole.
and I'm probably gonna get shit for this. I got shit for it from my mom the other day when I told the story over there. But okay, so my wife had like 3 freaking false labors, right? So she wakes me up at like 3 in the fucking morning after I worked all day and I'm fucking sleepy. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm in labor." I'm like, "No, you're not. It's another one of those. Go to bed and stop whining." She really was in labor. Yeah, I know. I know. She's already bitched me out for it more times than I can count. She
It's
still holds
okay.
it.
So she's bitched you out twice.
Oh, ha
God.
ha.
It's okay. Both my mom and my mother-in-law both thought I was faking my labor pains with my first daughter. Because the
They're like, she
contraction.
don't need no epidural. Fuck her.
No, they put the contraction monitor on me and they could not see contractions on me because she was hitting the nerves on my spine. She was trying to be a fucking asshole baby is what she was trying to be.
Takes after her mother, does she?
Yeah, she does. She's a bitch. Just like her mom.
Yeah, but at least you're a likable bitch, it says here.
Or this one time, Dave, the one that was on yesterday, he went to town earlier, but he might be back later. But no, me and him were camping one time, right? And I'm wearing these camo pants, but they're fucking made out of that cheap ass nylon bullshit, right? And I'm standing with my beer just hanging out right next to the fire. Next thing I know, my leg's on fire. Like it just erupted into flames. I'm like, holy shit. So I jump backwards and I spill out just enough of my beer to put the fire out. I land on my ass.
The White House guy.
I land on my ass and I still have half a beer left. I'm like, fucking all right. It fucked my pants up. I had to go dig in my bag and change. But yeah, that was pretty scary. I'm just chilling, dude. And all of a sudden my leg's on fire. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
You tried to be the White House guy. You protesting Trump before he gets into office?
Yeah, I was lighting myself on fire before it was cool.
So was Joan of Arc.
Oh God.
Apparently, she never got used to steak.
Oh.
She liked it well done.
No, she didn't like a steak.
That was not nice because she was given that position and then had it taken away
So
because she was women.
This is a Mad Dog Productions news alert. We have a sighting of Kit Harington spotted out in Connecticut after checking into a wellness center. So his luxury wellness center is in Connecticut. That thing has to cost them that $100,000. Yeah, $100,000 a month, easy. Connecticut, fuck around, dude.
I don't care.
What? Jon Snow was so sad about the last season that he went to rehab, Batman, and you don't care? You heartless bat.
If some actor is doing something that isn't acting, on average, I don't care. I'm only interested in his acting. He's not acting. I'm not interested.
Calm down, Bruce Wayne. Oh,
you.
sorry.
Oh my God.
Say that. Oops. Oh no.
The zombie dude. The main zombie dude, Walking Dead guy.
Rick was a character, but Andrew Lincoln, yeah.
Yeah. He, or rather the character, is going to be in a video game. I don't remember what it's called. I'll have to look it up again. A video game. Yeah, I said video game, but it's a video game.
We knew what you meant. You're a woman, so you can't pronounce things correctly.
No, I said it on purpose. Anyways, he's gonna be in a video game,
and it looks pretty fucking badass. It's got all supernatural stuff and weird bottle babies, and I do mean bottle babies, babies in bottles.
What? Whoa. Okay. I'll save my judgment for seeing the game, I suppose. Don't know what to think about that. What do you think, Hyper? You've been quiet for a while. Have you eaten in a week, you skinny bastard?
Yeah, I had pizza earlier. Fucking tasty.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, he's not. He's being serious.
Yeah, no, Skeletor Jr. The hell?
Yeah,
What are you, Nancy Pelosi's love baby?
no, I think I just have a black hole somewhere in my intestines.
Don't worry about it, Hyper. I mean, we all know Dodge is on the Tess Holiday diet.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I got a respectable beer belly. All right, it's not too big. I weigh like 200 pounds. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm all right. So fuck off.
Yeah, you weigh 200 pounds. Yeah, on Mars.
Dude.
What?
Fuck you, man. You're an asshole.
In your dreams. And my
Not
nightmares.
Fat shamer. I'm
Aww.
calling you out
Dodge is
now.
getting
Now we're making video.
twiggled. Dodge is getting twiggled. Let's twiggle the Dodge some more.
Oh shit. But all right, we've gone quite a while. Last thoughts here. I do want to bring up a separate movie.
I don't want
The
it to be my
historical-
last thoughts, though.
The historical accuracy of Braveheart. How bad was it really?
Fucking completely inaccurate.
What he just said.
Completely bollocks, right? It was
Wildly
just
inaccurate.
Don't mention that name.
What name?
bollocks. There, I said it 3 times like Beetlejuice.
Magic.
How about no? Oh, it's called Death Stranding, that video game that I was talking about.
Is it a zombie type game? Is he sticking with that genre, or is it a
No.
survival?
It's weird. I'll send you a link. I can't do it over my phone, but whoa.
Later on, just throw it in general or something. I'll check out the trailer for it. But yeah, no, because I saw again. I've seen it 3 times before, but I like history buffs, and they don't release stuff enough. So I went back through his old catalog, and I clicked on the Braveheart one, and he really rips it a new asshole. He really does. And there is things like, okay, the battle where they had all the pikes, that was the battle at the bridge. They don't even have a bridge in that battle in the movie. Like, how hard is it to do this battle on a bridge? It makes sense. They had pikes.
Not
They were
just
guarding
that.
a bridge.
His romance with the Queen of England, it simply wouldn't have happened. I don't think Willie
Was
Watts
7
ever
years
met
old.
the Queen of England.
She
And if
was
he
7
had,
years old when William Wallace was alive.
well, even if she was old enough, he's basically a commoner. A Scottish commoner at that. She's the Queen of fucking England. She's not going to have anything to do with him. I mean, think about it.
He's right.
Yeah, no, and I forgot. I have to go pull a roast out so we can cut it into steaks to barbecue. But no, really, guys, like Hyper. Do you think they portrayed the King of England in a proper fashion? Like, I kind of want to dissect Braveheart real quick.
I
And
don't
then
fucking know. I don't give a shit.
They probably did portray the King of England in a correct fashion, but they went very nicey with the Scots because they were just as fucking bad. I mean, let's face it, they're just people like everybody else. Their power, in those days, they were out to expand their territory. They were just as bad, just the only difference was they were on the losing side.
Well, put it this way: the Scots have always been a bunch of barbarians. And look at what happened when the Romans came.
If it
Well, they
wasn't,
got to Scotland and just thought, "Oh fucking hell, these people are complete savages. Let's
You
just
know-
build a fucking wall."
if it wasn't for the English, there'd be no Scots left alive because we'd have killed each other off.
Yeah.
I mean, left to their own devices, the Scots fight amongst each other.
Left to their own devices, humans are going to human, and they will fight amongst each other, whether they are Scots, English,
Or the
fucking
Scots,
Chinese.
the Scots have developed it to an entire culture.
Like I said, humans are gonna fucking human, and
Try more so than anybody else because it's actually remarked upon by people. That's how
they
they are.
They made feudal Japan look like a fucking tea party.
Yeah. Well, here's the
Okay.
thing, though. Robert the Bruce did flip flop.
Was
He
actually
did. He
okay,
did support William Wallace in one fucking moment, and then he did support the King of England in another. He really was a flip flopper, and he really, I don't know if he really backstabbed William Wallace like in the movie. I don't think that actually happened like that, but he did change sides many times throughout that war.
Yeah, and he was actually a Norman. His family name was actually De Bruce.
Oh, I thought it was really the Bruce.
No, it
okay.
was originally De Bruce. It got altered though as the generations progressed, but he was of Norman stock.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. But, like, what do you think about that? Politically, the landscape in Scotland was very up in the air, and they relied upon, well, they were pretty much bending the knee to England at every pass. So their king had to bend the knee to the English king. That's no way to rule your own territory, is it?
Oh,
Especially in medieval times.
It's a way. Especially in medieval times, it's a great way to stop somebody invading your fucking country who's got a bigger army than you and is after more land. Put it this way: if Scotland had had the bigger army, they would have been doing exactly the same to the English.
No, and sorry about the dead air because I was thinking about what you said. Because the way it plays out is the Scottish earn their independence for a while at least, and then they get conquered again. Fair enough.
Again.
Didn't they get conquered again after that? No, they didn't. I might be wrong. I'm more Civil War history, not England. All right, so
The reason why the Scots
don't
became
feel
part,
hard on me, man. Just
the reason the Scots became part of the United Kingdom is because they tried to get into the whole business of overseas colonies, and they beggared themselves. They ended up with no money whatsoever. So they came to the English cap in hand for money. The English agreed, but yeah, you've got to become part of the United Kingdom because at the time, the King of England was also was a Scottish king as well. It was the Stuarts, I believe. So we already had the unification of crown. England was basically ruled by Scotland anyway, practically.
Dad,
So
why isn't your Discord link in your?
because
I was rushing today. I usually put it there. You have permission on both the chat and the server to share it. So if you want to copy and paste it, you can. But I was in a rush. We were late, so that's why.
You're always late.
Fair enough. Okay, I stand corrected. Thank you very much, Batman.
all right.
When did they come cap in hand to King Stuart or whatever he had called himself after he was named king? Because they always change their name like a pope does.
No,
I don't get it.
the Stuarts were a Scottish family who they were the monarchs of Scotland. I'm forgetting how, but they became the kings of England as well. Unification of Parliament.
Because you've had skirmishes with Ireland for long after the Scottish issue was dealt with, right? The Irish were always, well, for lack of a better term, uppity.
The early 17th century.
Okay, so 1600s. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, around 1603, something like that. But yeah, we basically it was Ollie. I think it was Ollie Cromwell and his lot who invaded Ireland.
Well, Cromwell also invaded. No, that was Longshanks that invaded Scotland. Never mind.
Yeah, and Wales, I think.
Yeah. I corrected myself before I even made the wrong fucking statement, so I cut myself off there.
Oh, I know. I heard. Think nothing of it. I don't.
You
But I
don't
think it's really
much of
interesting
anything,
because, all right, history buffs, they continue on and they go, hey, Braveheart and The Patriot are the same fucking movie. One has kilts, the other has the American flag. Do you disagree?
No, because Mel Gibson hates the English. He has said so many times.
Yeah, but he also hates the Jews and the blacks.
Yep.
So,
Isn't he an Aussie? Like,
No,
he's
American. His parents moved over to Australia when he was young, and he had to learn how to speak with an Australian accent because he was constantly getting beaten the shit out of his school.
Yeah, he was born in Los Angeles.
So he's a pussy lefty as well.
Really? So, well, I don't think he's a lefty, but no. So, like, if I moved to Australia, I'm not going to. But let's say I did, Farty. My kids go to school. They are, we speak American English, not the Queen's English, not Australian English, American English. They're gonna get beat up.
Yep.
I'll teach them how to knock that Aussie little fucker out.
well, half all the popular kids and shit will fucking be like, oh, wow, you're different. You got an accent and all this kind of stuff. And then all the girls will fucking be fucking trying to listen to the accent and all this. And if some of them have got boyfriends, they'll get the shits and beat the crap out of him for getting the attention. And fucking the bullies would be like, yep, well, fucking every cunt's beating him. So fucking easy target. But yeah, we'll bully him too.
Oh, it could be like this fucking stupid Australian kid who, back in 1974, recently moved to the United Kingdom. And he's getting introduced to our class, yeah. And teacher introduces him to, he's from Australia, recently moved, so bear with him, because he's new to the company. And says, so Michael, have you got anything to say to the class? He looks around us all and goes, Jay, you look down off talk, Fanny. He went the full school year getting the crap kicked out of him.
That'd be funny because somebody would be like, you're speaking with an accent to one of my kids. And they'd be like, no, you are. They're like, what? Yeah, what? Like, my kids don't fuck around, dude.
Yeah, truth to be told, you're in our country now, mate. You're the one speaking with a funny accent.
And then they get hit in the face because that's what I'm going to tell my kids. Hey, they fuck with you? Punch them in the face. Handle it right away. Get it done.
No.
Do that on my end of the
You're a fucking moron. You don't start fights. You finish them.
No, but if they're gonna just make fun of you for the rest of your freaking school experience, my experience was always as soon as I stood up to the bully, they stopped fucking with me. I socked the fucker in the face. I got knocked down. I got up, and we left each other alone.
The thing with kids is, you come to school with a different accent. If you're fair enough about it, you probably wouldn't get into fucking scraps and that.
Well,
I mean,
when all the girls were paying attention to the freaking guy or whatever because he, sounds like an American, I could see that going bad for the kid.
When I moved back here, when my dad finished in the army, we moved back to this part of the United Kingdom. I had a southern accent. But I just people say, "Oh, why are you talking funny?" And well, as I just said, moved around with my dad because he was in the army and had to pick up the local accent.
So, in other words, you sounded like a flaming homosexual.
No, I sounded like somebody from the southeast, boy.
Yeah, so like a flaming homo.
Like John Cleese. You calling John Cleese a puff, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you calling James Bond a pufter as well, are you?
Depends on which Bond.
Any of them?
Well, fucking
The
Connery
newest one, yes.
didn't have fucking English accent. Fucking Scott. It had the Scottish
Are
twang.
are you calling Julian Clary? Oh, you got me on that one.
Yeah,
Hey,
he was a raging homo.
see, real quick, I see creepy little book in the chat. What's up, man? It's been a while since I've seen you around these parts. Welcome to the other side of the internet. You know,
The point I was trying to make is
Gay side.
the point I was trying to make is that I didn't make any bones about the way I was taught, and didn't make fun of the way everybody else was taught, and I just got left alone because of my accent. It was when I saw this girl that I fancied, and I tried talking to her, and found out she had a boyfriend who was twice my size. That I got into trouble the first time.
that's never good, right? You're like, I can take him, and then he rounds the corner. You're like, oh, I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, is that take him?
Go.
Where is he? Why is it getting dark all of a sudden? Oh my god!
It's a
Yeah, motherfucker's
giant.
the
It's
mountain.
a giant.
Yeah, what's going on here?
They're
Next thing you know, you're being
real.
truck slammed into a locker.
When I was about 6, got into this fucking scrap with this kid. It was a total shit.
Barney, are you dying?
And he goes, right, I'll see you after school and get my brother onto you. So I'm leaving school only to find out his brother was 15. And to a 6-year-old, it's like this kid's round the corner with a fucking Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, no, and I remember one time in high school, man. This kid was getting picked on, dude. And it was the same bully that used to pick on me. So I'm like, all right, fuck this guy. So I go up in there and I shove the bully out of the way. I'm like, leave him the fuck alone. He's like, whatever. And he fucking leaves. And I go, you all right? And I go to help this kid up. He stands up and socks me in the mouth. I laid him out and went, fuck you, and walked away. Like, I just knocked him out. I was like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I think every class in every school has got one, haven't they? The mouthy little cunt who doesn't know when to shut up.
Yeah, no, it's like, dude, I just saved your ass.
Then you also have the mouthy little cunt who thinks they're really big and hard, but they're just a complete pathetic weakling. Maybe one of those when I was in secondary school, his nickname was Bambi, mainly because he could run like a fucking deer. This
The ones that
motherfucker
were
could,
named Bambi over here were usually women.
yeah, this guy was all fucking god, thought he was big and hard, but as soon as you walked up to him to kick the shit out of him, he fucking scarpered.
Oh, we had a kid at our school. We used to nickname him Comanche. Like it was because at the time everybody was into westerns, and he got nicknamed Comanche because he was always pitting fights with everybody. He was no good at fighting, and he was always biting the dust.
Oh, dude, there's always this one kid. Like, the kid for me, fucking, his name was Seth. He would attack me every year. Once a year, he would challenge me to a fight. I'd lay him out, and he'd try again next year. It's like, what, dude, homie, are you training all year? Because it seems like you're getting worse. Like, what's going on here? Like, leave me alone.
He tried to ambush me by hiding in the bushes along this wall. Now, the idiot had his feet sticking up so I could see him. So when he jumped out, I just stepped back and he sprained his fucking ankles when he landed. Then I kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah, like, it's ridiculous. Like, these guys, like, they keep trying too, over and over again, and it's like a one-punch KO, and you're like, dude, I don't want to hit you anymore. Just stop.
Oh,
I'm tired of beating you up.
I mean, what was funny with this guy at my school called Bambi? He once pissed me off so much I put him in a fucking chokehold. And I tried to choke this cunt out. Somehow he managed to fucking wriggle out of this, and I'm pretty fucking good at chokeholds. And this little Weasley cunt got out of that, turns around and swings at me like some sort of retarded chimpanzee. I just block it with a simple martial arts block, and he just looks at me like, "Oh shit, I'm fucked."
I remember a kid got me in a chokehold once. I got out of it. Do you know how? I reached behind, grabbed his testicles, pulled and twisted.
Oh, fuck off!
That's quite fucking dirty, man.
Yeah, so's grabbing somebody in a chokehold.
No, we used to do like we'd be partying, right? And then we'd clear out the living room and we'd set up like a little wrestling match. Well, my buddy Levi, he's really fucking a lot shorter than me, man. He's like, all right, I challenge you, you know, Dodge. And I'm like, all right. And so I get ready to wrestle him. He shoots. I just grab him, pick him up, and power bomb him on the floor. And his hair just leaves him, and it's over. And I felt bad afterwards, but he deserved it. He just shot at me. I was 6 feet tall and like 200 at that time, like 220. He shot like a wrestling move, and I just grabbed him and picked his twig ass up. Like, you
Okay.
deserved it, dude. You should have known better.
Okay,
What about the kid who's so bad at fighting? He always telegraphs his moves. Got in a fight with this lad. And yeah, I'm knocking him about, and he swings his punch at me. If it had connected, it would have probably broke my jaw. But you could see it coming a mile off. So when he swings, I duck, and I hear him scream because he's just punched the fucking wall behind me as hard as he can.
All right, Dodge, you can't say he shoots. Especially when you're talking about a bunch of fucking drunken redneck kids.
Well, yeah, no, okay, seriously, do you not know wrestling terms?
You're talking to someone who quickly loses her memory.
Yeah, it's
What?
a wrestling term for you go down into the 3-point and you go at the legs and try and take the person down immediately so you don't have to stand up and fight. That's what he tried to do, and I just grabbed him up and I picked him up over my head and I dropped him on the hardwood floor. He lost his breath and I won.
You mean like one of those ankle sweeps?
Yeah, like he was aiming for the legs to take me down and try and get me into a hold. He wanted to wrestle because I'm not a wrestler. So he knew the only way to beat me was to wrestle me. And so that's what he was trying to do, and it didn't work. I went professional wrestling on his ass.
See, I had someone try and do that with me. They charged at me. I just dropped my weight into a horse riding stance, and they just couldn't fucking shift me. It was
Oh,
just-
somebody tried to powerbomb me once when I was 18. Unfortunately, they succeeded. It hurt a
yeah.
lot.
But no, those days were fun, man. My friends owned the house, so we would do that. And then also my buddy Andy was in like a band, so they would just start playing and shit, and we'd all be drinking, and it was good times, man. The good old days.
The worst fight I was ever in, I was in with a guy who was 6'2", 250 pounds, and I'm 5'6".
Pardon?
I'm early 20s, I think maybe 20, 21, around that age. And a $120 soaking wet. And I got thrown into a bookshelf, got back up, which he didn't expect, and put my fist into his mouth, which put his teeth through his lip.
Yeah, that would be fun.
He called the cops on me.
I wouldn't have. I'd be too fucking embarrassed. I got beaten up by a girl. Besides,
He punched me in the chest too. Well, it was more in the side of the chest, kind of shoulder, collarbone area, but still in the chest.
in that situation, he was asking for it.
Yeah, but he's like towering over me, and I made him go get his mouth sewn up.
Shorty, I have a question for you.
Hmm.
There's been a lot of women that I've known who have said this. These aren't my words, these are theirs. If a woman puts herself in the place of a man, i.e., starts hitting him first,
If she hits him first, she deserves to get hit back.
Yeah, that's the same.
you answered my question.
That's irrespective if it's a man or a woman. If somebody hits you first, they deserve to be hit back.
Yep.
That is what I was raised on. If you start the fight, you damn well deserve to get hit.
Because a lot of people nowadays, and I don't know where I stand exactly on it, because there is a difference between men and women. There is.
Oh yeah,
There's
there
a
is. There
difference
is a
between
physical
me-
difference.
No,
Yeah.
there's a difference.
I don't have to knock a woman out to restrain her and make sure she doesn't hurt me. Knocking her out is not something I need to do. A grown ass man coming at me and I feel like I'm in danger or about to be harmed, I'm going to have to knock him out at the very least.
No, well,
Yeah.
here's the thing though. You've got to
Not
assess the threat.
necessarily.
You've got to assess the threat differently. Because I mean, if you got a fucking psycho bitch coming out at you with a knife, I'm gonna knock that cunt out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's same with a bloke. If they come out with a knife, I'm gonna knock that cunt out. Doesn't matter if they've got tits or a cock. They're getting
Yeah.
knocked the fuck out. And things
Nope.
there's a difference between beating your partner because you're an asshole, or to fucking defending yourself because they've attacked you.
Very much so.
In the eyes
Which
of
is
the
why
law,
I
it doesn't
said-
seem like there is.
No, in the eyes of the law, there is.
Yeah, but it's never acted upon, is it? It's always, oh, you hit a woman. It doesn't matter.
Most
You're
of the
in-
time, yeah. Most of the time, yes. Because most of the time, if a bloke phones up the police saying assaulted by their female
I don't
partner,
care
they're
if
the
you're
ones getting
man,
arrested.
woman,
Yep.
Zer, fucking rainbow colored tree. I don't care what you identify as. You could be a flying train. If I hit you first, you have every right to hit back. If you hit me first, I'm gonna pound your face in.
Yeah, pretty much so.
And if you try to hurt my kids, I will kill you, plain and simple.
Well,
but
no, like okay, there was this one incident where my best friend at the time, we were roommates, and his girlfriend lived with us. She didn't have custody of her kids. I had full custody of my son, and he was living there. She proceeds to lecture me about me raising my son. I look at her right in the eyes, and I'm an asshole. All right, this
Yeah.
will prove it. I look at her right in the eyes and go, you know, if I wanted advice, if I wanted parenting advice, I'd ask somebody who still has custody of their kids. She straight socked me in the jaw. I looked at her and I go, Charles, control your fucking woman. That's it. I didn't get up. I didn't move towards her.
In that instance, I would have called the police
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you did kind of instigate it. But I would have called the police.
I didn't move. I just said, you know, control your woman, and that's it. And I left her alone.
Well, no, it didn't really. I would say she did by lecturing him on being a parent when she's proving that she has less ability in that situation than Dodge has.
That was my point, and I will say what's on my mind. Sherardi, you should respect that because that's exactly what you do, and that's why you rub a lot of people the wrong way.
Yeah, I rub a lot of people the right way too.
Yep.
Because they respect the fact that I speak my mind.
Yes, this is true. And talking about rubbing Sherardi, what are you doing tonight?
God
You
damn it.
know, Oz is never gonna let you have me ever.
What? Not even on a trial basis.
No. Never.
He wants the 1 week free trial.
Yeah.
He will never let you have me.
You can probably have the mannequin.
No.
No.
No, he gets the mannequin. Oz keep the mannequin.
Oz will never let you have me.
Somebody's snoring.
But no,
It's party.
I know.
oh, Farty, are you awake, Farty?
I was just thinking of something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No,
know.
but okay. So
Yes.
what she did was a pure form of assault. It'd probably be in the second degree. It didn't really injure me. I just moved my head slightly to the side and laughed at it. But it was assault and a willingly assault. She meant to hurt me. Even though she did not, her intent was to hurt me. If I would have done that to her, I would have had assault 1, and I would have that on my record right now, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Where's the justice in that?
Which is why I said you should have called the police.
Yeah.
And you probably would have lost a friend, to be honest, but you should have called the police.
Fair point. I don't ever call the cops, so I handle my own business. But hey, it is what it is. All right, man. We're going on about 3 hours here. Anything else you guys want to talk about, or should we wrap her up, put her in the body bag, and shove her in the morgue?
That's a horrible thing to say about Sharati.
He wants me gone anyways. He's wanted me off the show for a long time.
Oh, whatever. Knock it off. Stop
You
fooling.
hate me, Dodge. You hate me so much.
So, Batman,
Yeah.
stole your goddamn suit. You talked about it a little bit yesterday. Any last thoughts on her stealing your damn suit and putting tits in it?
Wait till she finds out about the self-destruct mechanism I built into it.
All right, and Hyper, you said you watched all of the Star Trek series. Why is Kirk a miserable human being that should have been shot in episode 2?
No, just is.
No, he's not.
Fair enough. Farty, the Great Emu War. How did you lose it and why? Why?
Because idiots didn't know how to use machine guns.
Which
Well,
one's more
emus too.
evil? The emus or the kangaroos?
Oh,
Sounds
buddy. The kangaroos are suicidal. The emus are the evil ones.
Thank you, Sharati. An American who can actually say emu.
I said emu.
No, you say emu.
Emu.
Yeah, but you keep saying emu.
Emu. Sharardi, when's that mannequin gonna come to life and take over the entire planet?
What do you mean, when?
When it gets closer to Oregon?
That's frightening and terrifying, and I'm locking my door from now on. Good night, good luck. Don't go to France without a yellow vest. We are out of here. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody.